sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's so fun and games until it doesn't. Toss me out, I'll hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade out. Hop up in the window. You cannot get my vibe, no there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Try to paint me like a no-name, so sorry, but we're not the same. No, we're not the same. Boo-hoo, poor you, please forgive me, cause I don't feel any pity. I'm fed up with lies, you wanted my demise, now you're watching me rise, rise, rise. Up in the window, smaller and smaller you fade out. Hop up in the window, you cannot get my vibe, no there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Up in the window. Up in the window. Up in the window. Up in the window.
Watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, levitate. Watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate.
Watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, hey, watch me levitate.
What an irony. My mirror shows the other side of me. All these ones and zeros, nothing in between. But there's so much more to me than eyes can see. Than eyes can see. I'm not binary.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. If I look like I literally just woke up, rolled out of bed, that's because I basically did. For some reason, man, I wish I should have stayed up a little longer. I didn't get much sleep last night. Are you doing strictly PvP PTR duels today? Let me first finish my story. It doesn't even matter that much. But I didn't really sleep well last night. I was up working on that video for a while and it ended up taking a little bit longer. And then I uploaded it and man, YouTube just had a hard time processing it, which got me all freaked out when I woke up this morning, or afternoon rather. I'm gonna try to get proper sleep tonight, dude. I might do something simple for a video tomorrow morning in the afternoon, just so I can catch those Z's. But today, I think we'll be doing PTR. I want to get the EU and NA boys together, Billy. If for whatever reason we are not able to get PTR duels up and running for the day, like let's say if we're not getting groups for like a good 30 minutes or something, then maybe we'll just hop on to like, I think today is normally NA stream, so maybe we'll do some just normal NA duels. But I was thinking today would be good and hopping. What's up, bonuses? How you doing, my man? See what I doing? My guy Leah, Billy, Kren, the beautiful. How you doing? Damn it, don't worry about it. I appreciate you pasting in the chat either way. It helps me out tremendously. I hope a lot of people do use that tag pin at the top, because especially when it comes to looking for duels or whatever, or no one's going on, it's all good. It's all good. Hold on, did I get the wrong one? Hold on, I might pin the wrong one. Hold on, let me unpin that one. Let me pin the second one. Let me do that instead. What's up, Havoc? How you boys all doing? Welcome back. We're gonna get back to today PTR duels. If for whatever reason, as Billy's asking, are we gonna be doing anything else besides PTR? The plan is PTR today. If let's say we just don't have enough people on PTR, but we have enough boys over on the NA that want to get a group together, then yeah, we'll be chilling. Is the right one? Have a space error. Wait, was it the top one or the bottom one? That's a space error. Either way, I got the second one pinned. I think it was good enough. I'm coming to this duel. It's been a while since I participated. Briar, you're more than welcome to my guy. Doing them over today on the PTR. EU and NA can both participate and join. We got the PvP vendor, gear vendors. We got the new legendary double Lego getting added with a belt that gives you your Covenant legendary, so you can try stuff out and whatnot. Yeah, you're good, Crane. You're good. I appreciate it either way. NA, you and join. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, there is a space error, isn't it? It's fine. I think it's totally fine. Honestly, it'll be okay. But boys, let's get ourselves some oh, is that the one? Is that the one we need? Hold on, let me replace pin message. I didn't know you could replace a pin message, but I guess now you do. But boys, let me first get the music back in here. How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful evening. Hope everybody's excited for some more duels for the day. These were super fun yesterday. And it's super fun seeing some of the different wacky builds everybody brings out, man. But we didn't really see a lot of mages back then, man. Are we gonna see you today, my boy Seavark? Are we gonna be seeing you today by any chance? Which character was it that... Okay, that's spectating. That's the guy. That is the character. We're gonna get back on our spectating character. Are we doing PTR? Yes, we are doing PTR, Liam. Yes, we are doing that PTR duel. Both EU and NA can participate. I told Archie that we'll be doing PTR duel ahead of time. Coming on the Feral Druid, bring it, Briar. Are you going to be bringing it as a Necrolord or as a Kyrian? Maybe a Night Fae? Are you going to be using that tier set too? That's another question. You going to play Pally because 1v5? Dude, yo, Liam, hopefully we get a chance to play this time. Maybe that same Paladin will be here tonight, but maybe we'll get another Paladin to one shot and back. You know what I mean? Hey, if he's playing someone busted, if we bring a Paladin that's also playing the same busted build to compete against him, shut him down, dude. If both those pallies fight each other, the waste cooldowns on one another, and then after one pally overpowers the other, whoever's left is going to be left with no defensive. So knocking him out of the park should be pretty easy. Like, you know what I mean? Привет, здорово, Архи. Здорово, друг. Команда есть? Где команда? Где команда? Asking Archie, where's the team at? Yo, whisper me over on Real ID, over on PTR, if you guys got a group or if you're making one. If you need to add me on Real ID, here we go. Dalaran #1340. You guys are more than welcome to add me. I would need to redo my key bindings, but that's okay. We're gonna hang out here with the boys. Copy for this here. Let's go, dude. We're gonna hang out with the boys out here outside of Orgrimmar. If we got ourselves an A team, by the way, or a US team, If you guys have a US, ADU, or what am I saying? If you guys have Alliance or Horde teams, all of those will work out as well, by the way. Let's see if we got enough boys in here, dude. There's a lot less people than yesterday. Vargar? I think I remember Var, though. Wasn't Var mostly a warrior before? Rokar. We got us a Subtlety Orc. Subtlety Orc. Is he even Orc? He's a Blood. What is he doing? Copy. We got ourselves and Stonas, a Bellator. What does Bellator play? For like his build. Bladestorm active. So he's playing the Bladestorm build. Yo, Bellator, you're missing a Lego, my guy. You can grab the belt Lego. Oh wait, you do already have it. No, mind. I'm blind. Literally blind. Physically blind. Yeah, Dalaran hashtag 1340 if you guys want to add me over in Real ID. It's right here. We should do a tournament where we duel you. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, can Dalaran go through like multiple players back to back as an Outlaw Rogue? Oh, that'd be fun. I do want to get some of these spectator close, really close duels, but maybe. Which one, Daggers? Are you gonna bring back that character? How are we doing in groups, by the way? What do we have? Not an arena, custom. So we got ourselves Arhi and Bellator. Both have a group available on the Horde if you guys want to join them in. I wonder if we'll have enough boys on Alliance too, because I know there's also dudes on Alliance hanging around. I wonder if we might be able to get a group together for that. If you guys are Horde or Alliance, feel free to add me though. Dalaran hashtag 1340 over on PTR. We'll try to see if we can get some groups up and running, yeah? Back in the day, that was a slapper. Back in my day. Dude, I actually did slap people around, didn't I? Chicago, we got a group on Alley. Let's go. How many do we have? We got an Alliance group, boys. Yo, Bellator and Central might just have to put, if Chicago has enough people, Bellator and Central might just have to put their group together. They might have to fuse them together, right? Might have to be the way to go. What is the Blood DK? Is he actually kicking ass out here? What is the Blood DK playing? Death Strike deal additional damage remaining cooldown to DK. Yo, wait, could that be actually good? Wait, Chicago got a 5-man? No way. Yo, Bellator, Archie, you guys might have to fuse together, dude. Do that Super Saiyan fusion. Because Chicago already has a 5-man. What is this? How do you have a 5-man? Bro, Alliance are just nuts. Do we got the Athaman and all the boys in there? Do we got Seaverk in there as well as Atham, maybe even Christman on that team? What the? What's up, Shelby? How you doing, fam? Maybe having a good one. That's all. Yo, William, that's badass, dude. Look at these Alliance boys. Bellator Sentry, you guys might need to put your groups together seriously, because Alliance group is already ready to go. You guys gotta find a way to beat them, man. You gotta scrunch everybody together. Everybody who's interested, everybody who you know who wants to join in for some duels. For now, Bratan, I appreciate you, Bellator, for making a group. Also, Sentry, I appreciate you guys getting on PTR, making groups, man. I really do. Hell yeah. Y'all got the rest of sleep, please take it easy. Yes, that's actually true. Yeah, so I'm trying to do my very best to keep the commentary as active. I got some coffee in me. We'll be chilling. We'll be hanging out, boys. We'll be having a good time, you know what I mean? I'm trying just to look a little bit less homeless for the streams, man. Join the 5-5. Let's have some fun. Let's go, Havoc. Yo, Sentry. Okay, looks like people are leaving Bellator team. They're joining Sentry. I'm gonna let Bellator know Chicago has a 5-man alley team. Might be good to join his Orcs team. Yeah. I'm gonna let him know right now. I think he did bail out so they can put a group together, fusing the efforts of the Horde together for one big team. Actual Team Alliance, Team Horde, man. One day I'll present myself in a 5-5 duels with my Death Knight. I really want to like what you do, seriously. But now subscribe. I'm not missing any news. Just Shelby. Subscribe to the channel. You boys be like Shelby. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell in order to catch all the regular vids and all the regular updates. Patch 9.2 updates on the regular every single week or however often they have them. Or future WoW expansion announcements. If you don't want to miss any of that, we're going to be covering all of it, man. Or if you just want to get some good videos out, then I appreciate you, Havoc. Appreciate you. Archie, you have a group. 5 ready. Yo, hit me up with that real ID message, man. Hit me up with a real ID message. I know you're waiting. What do you got? Dude, are we going to be able to get much variety on the Horde side? I hope so. All right, Chicago, we're ready for you. Okay. I want to try something first. Match. Sentry. I can't spell. Century. I literally can't spell. Wow. and Chicago. And I want to try the new Maldraxxus Coliseum. Is that what it's called? Wow, Maldraxxus Coliseum. I can't spell today. Then again, can I ever? Okay, we'll try Coliseum Arena. Coliseum. Said search request failed. Did I mess up their names? Century and Chicago. Chicago. Am I offline really or something? No, I don't think so. Okay, well, I don't know if Coliseum will works. Hold on, let me try Maldraxxus. Maldraxxus. Work request failed. Okay. What? Am I supposed to do reality number arena name or reality arena name number? I think it's a reality number arena name. Next time I'll try that. But we're starting with the Dalaran sewers. Yo, maybe at some point in these arenas we'll actually end up getting a different arena. Yo, Arhi and Var. Oh, we got triple enhance over in Team 1. Not much you could do, man. One of you guys might have to go Ellie for the variety's sake. You know what I mean? One of y'all might have to go Ellie at some point for the sake of variety. Just so we can get a little bit of different gameplay, because we got all enhancements in here. So many enhanced shamas, dude. They heal for a ton too, so that's gonna be quite a bit, huh? Alright. We got the duels mix, boys. Nice. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, now you actually get to see the game. Did I not have the screen changed the whole time? Damn. And before, yeah. How long is it gonna be till it realizes? Bro, I'm 3 hours of sleep, as Kren said. So Twitch, looks like we got ourselves 4-man over on Team 1. Triple enhancement. Hopefully one will go Ellie for the next game. But Bellator is gonna be first up. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Key bindings. Wow, can you guys not fight each other real quick? Cannot kill each other just yet. I gotta set this up and I gotta do a reload. Yeah, I need to do a reload. Otherwise, this is gonna be scuffed. Hold on. Give me a sec. Bellator is gonna be up versus Underfell as he got a full bleeds on him. Big bleeds and Bellator is gonna have to go for recovery. Big stun as he gets low and Underfell. Just under made Bellator Underfell onto the ground. Terrible joke. But damn, that was some bursts out of this kitty. Now the question is, was that the tier set bleed on top of it? I believe it was. Var is going to be up next. I wonder what Lego do combine with that one. Also, for the Covenant Lego, I don't really know if you get that much bigger value on it. I guess actually it's kind of a low value, let's be honest. They've got above that thing for single target. Just a little bit. Gonna be Ghost was up and running for Var as he got himself wall up and running. Just watch his warrior friend bleed out. Wants to make sure he's playing it very, very effectively here. Gonna be Underfell in the bear form. Friends and region trying to catch up on healing as Var got him caught in that static totem. Gonna be Underfell bailing out of there in that Fellware barrel form, swapping out to travel form. Gonna be back-to-back slows by the Shaman. The quick restun by Underfell. I'm not really sure how he got a restun. Is it? I don't think he has to be. As he drop it out super low, could be really bad. Trying to go for regrow. It's gonna be quick roar. Needs another heal right now. Underfell is in trouble. Trying to go for cycle. Can't do it. It's gonna be going down. As Var just had way too much consistent pressure for him. Kron is gonna be up next. It looks like Kron is playing out the Fire Mage. Got a stick dynamite to the side. Ready to go. Zavar is trying to anticipate where the mage might be. He is just not aware that the mage is right next to him, ready to breathe that cinnamon breath. Fire breath? No, apparently not. Blinking in for the breath into a poly. No way for Var to stop it unless he wanted to trinket out of it. Gonna be ready in Spark. Big burst on the Kron. Dropping down to Meteor. Var does he have an answer for it? Big Meteor coming down. Trying to go for Cycling Totem. Gonna be some heals as he had some maelstrom from before. He's gonna be sending out a Primordial over at Kron. Does he have a Flush Cut? If he gets interrupted on nature, he might actually be able to Flush Cut himself back up. Stun to Kron does himself all the time, so he's fine health-wise. I think Var's just trying to get some CC on him. Kron is going to be auto-timed back to where he was originally. Ghost was joining in. Var should be able to get enough Maelstrom in order to start healing up a little bit. Going to be zipping up for Kron as he burns that Kyrian heal. What is it called? The Vial of Serenity, I think it's called. Gonna be potentially Ice Block out of Kron. He's getting kind of low. Interrupted on Arcane. Might not Ice Blocking. Gonna be the Cauterize. Does he have triple shield? Looks like he has a solo shield into an Ice Block. Trying to see if he can catch up a little bit on health. What kind of a Lego are you playing here? Because I don't think this guy is running the triple shield legendary. He might be just going for the most amount of damage here. Oh, it's going to be a missed breath, missed opportunity. Trying to land a poly, going to be interrupted by VAR. Does have a Ringer Frost, might be able to catch a shaman in the ring. It looks like he's trapped him, unable to really go anywhere. So Kron might at least be able to walk away. No interrupt for a second. Meteor coming down, trying to avoid the stun totem on the side. Going to be Meteor dropping onto VAR. Does send out the Ghost Wolf, and it's going to be free Maelstrom generation, so he's able to top himself off. Kron no longer with any kind of big defense. It's going to be a quick breath into VAR, trying to go for a poly. Does get interrupted on it. I think Kron is going to be going down here, and VAR taking him out. Enhancement Shaman's got that survivability. Chicago! Oh, as a cold Tyrann. Interesting. Interesting. I was expecting the Dronai all over again. But VAR is going to be out first for Chicago. Oh, up next against for Chicago is going to be going for that honorable duel from one Shaman to the other. Not bad, not bad. I do wonder what kind of a legendary that Mage was running, because it didn't look like they were running triple shield, which got me really excited. But I think Mages will still have to run triple shield in patch 9.2. The survivability from that thing is just way too good. Even though I got them nerfed a couple of times back to back. Chicago starting off with a big alley blast. It's going to be a stone onto Chicago with a Sunder as well as a capacitor totem. As VAR is going to be playing out towards that Necrolord place. So going to be that same usage out of Chicago. Trying to go for the big Kyrian totem onto VAR. Needs a little bit of healing in order to proc the big dam out of the totem. Apparently there's a shaman out there that plays Kyrian, and apparently he plays it in RBGs. Might be a viable playstyle, because apparently he plays it. Chicago is going to have to play this a little bit more carefully, having to maneuver that totem around. The Vesper totem for the biggest value is going to be quite difficult, because you have to make sure the enemy is not out, especially once you do 3 bursts of damage, 3 bursts of healing. That's where the totem fires off an extra powerful blast of damage or healing. But Chicago is getting caught at very low mana. It's going to be a wall as it tries just to top himself off. Might be able to use only a portion of the Vesper totem for the damage. And might be able to get a small heal out of it too. Going to be Ghostful joining in, but definitely is a big need of mana, as they're having to burn all that mana. Even trying to go for purges on VAR, but it looks like Chicago not doing all that good. Battle Master Stricken just to borrow a little bit of health. VAR's not giving him much of a breathing room. Chicago might be going down here. Going to be the Kyrian totem trying to get whatever healing, but VAR does end up committing the damage. So far, the Shaman has been ruthless. Dropping down to Earth Elemental for whoever's going to be up next. It looks like it's going to be XOXO. And VAR, I mean, I guess EXO could just AFK until the totem is out, but at this point, VAR is going to be like, you know what, we're doing. I got my Earth Elemental. Let's get in here, dude. I'm not popping that wall for no reason. Getting the flesh cut together with that extra health increase from the Earth Ele. EXO got himself random BDBs as he does damage towards VAR. His legend is randomly going to drop at BDB, which is going to be a bit of burst, a little bit of sustained damage in a way. The actual BDB getting used right now by EXO. He's got images up and running. Going to be the stun totem, trying to see if he can roll out of it. VAR does get himself an escape from that Fist of Fury. Ring of Peace doesn't quite connect. EXO super low in health. It's going to go for dampen home. Might have to be Karma here as well. He's actually dropping super low. 6 minutes only into the duel, trying to go for spinning crane kicks. It's more jabs onto VAR, but it's going to be separated by the totem. Does he take down the totem? Does he go for healing? Trying to go for a bit of healing. VAR doesn't go for an interrupt just yet. He was thinking about it. I think it was about to, but didn't quite do it. EXO found himself kind of low on health. Only 8% dampening. VAR getting back in. There's no pressure. Shaman could be over. Oh, big Ellie blast out of VAR. This man right here. They just decimated right through the boys. Snazzy's going to be up next as a subtle to rogue. Should have everything cooldown available here. They're careful against VAR. They might be alright. Just trying to build some call points. Going to be a kid shot. Do they go for the big burst? Carrying burst is up with the chicken as well. Vanish for 100% crit. Trying to get the most damage out. But looks like VAR survives it. Vanish. Wait, he vanishes for the damage. And VAR is doing just fine. How are you alive? You just heal through it all? Was it just on understand? They actually gonna blast it out completely. Cloak. It's gonna be blind. Assassin have to go for a bit of a reset. What is this dude? Burst out of here. What is this damage? He lightning bolt Snazzy together with Alien Blast. That lightning bolt by itself did a lot of damn. Jesus. And VAR is just gonna have to sit this out for a moment. Does he have a trinket? I don't know if he does. Gonna be some burst out of sand, trying to make the most damage happen out here. He chaining those stuns back to back. VAR just stopping himself off with a heal. Gonna be the static cling together with the Ghost with Snazzy with the full defensive cloak of shadows as well as evasion. Trying to get the pressure into VAR, looking for a reset. Is he gonna be able to? It is a night out, so it could go maybe for a shot mode reset. Got himself smoke bomb. Used to wait out the wolves, dodging the stun totem. But VAR is right on top of him. If VAR gets enough procs with Wind Fury, it could be really bad. Kidney shot by the rogue, looking to get the most damage onto VAR. Get at those Kyrian eviscerates back to back. But looks like he's gonna have to get him back up out of here in a moment. Just I want to VAR to disrupt his Maelstrom generation, at least for a moment. As Snazzy looking for that reset if possible. VAR is able to hit him right through the pillar either way though. So the hits are connecting. Snazzy gets off a bit of a heal, only 80% dampening. VAR with the LE blast. Snazzy could be in a bad spot. Does he not have a shot on melt? Oh, kidney shot. Needs to go for a reset. Trick it out of VAR. It's a cheap shot for the Rogue. Does he have anything at all? Trying to stay in as best as he can. Oh, he's still alive, Rogue. Oh my goodness. This man's gonna be. Oh, the Ghost was pincer maneuver around the corner. Nothing stopping VAR. The Shaman right here, boys. Oh my goodness. What did he do? He just stabbed these boys out of here. Oh my goodness. Let's get another one up and running, boys. Yeah, let's take the same team, get it back in here, yeah? I said let's do it, dude. That team one needs to get a chance to play. Only VAR got to play. VAR stole everyone's opportunity to even compete in the duels. Yeah, let me know when you guys are ready. We'll get back in here, yeah? 1 min? Alright, sounds good. Yeah, team one, if you guys got way too many enhancements. Let's test it out here sets, but yeah, Chicago, it's all good. If you're, yeah, hey, perfect. If this is an opportunity to try tier sets, boys. Try tier sets, different covenants, all that stuff. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. If you have a build you want to try, give it a go. Doesn't work, no biggie. That's what PTR is for. Use this time to figure out what's looking good, so then you know what's good once 92 hits. Use this time to test out, play with stuff. Try different builds, try all the things. You have an idea of something that might be busted or just want to see how well it works? Give it a try. Now's the time to do it. I've done PTR, sounds good, see work. So if unlocked Iron Dwarves, well, they're unlocked now since the last patch. Mr. Fox, yes, it should be unlockable. Yeah, if you have dwarves, it should be unlocked. Looks like Sentry is trying to make a group together. Maybe trying to swap it out for a couple of boys. Archie, maybe they can get this guy right here. Ooh, Puriok. I don't know what that means. Hopefully nothing bad. Oh, is that you? I'm trying to make sure I mess up a little bit from this earlier. I see your build. Yeah, build Kron. Yo, I like it. I think it could work. Yo, I'm not gonna give away what his build is. He DM'd me his build. I think it could work. Man, I think it's possible. Logging him on Hunter Enhanced too easy. Alright, Astro, sounds good. Came in, saw, conquered them all. Sentry and Chicago. Let's get your boys in here. Sentry and Chicago. Looks like we got a second group available. ASUS joining some group. Oh, maybe starting a group. Okay. Let's get your boys in here. In the Dalaran sewers. Get in my sewers, boys. You want to see what's in my sewers, dude. I'm gonna join myself on a duel. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. As long as you are having fun. Hell yeah, my guy. Hell yeah. Let me save that one real quick before I forget. How many are we at? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's go, boys. I don't want to be that guy, but this is precisely what I main PvP. Yeah, I feel ya. Hey, I know what? PvP is fun in my opinion. I feel like there's nothing like WoW PvP out there. Like, maybe there's some games that are pretty close to it, but nothing that's like exactly the same. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let's some Shadow Priest, other Shaman, MM100, please bring something in. Yes, boys, if you guys something you want to try, bring it to the team, bring it to the table. Let's get some variety here. Try all the builds you're interested in. Try something new, try something different. I want to see all the new things. This is the time to do it, man. So Twitch, I know everybody wants to win all their games, but this is the time to try new stuff. This is the opportunity to try new things. We got ourselves a blink over on the team one with Top Pina as a Feral Druid. That helm doesn't look bad on a torrent. It looks somewhat funky from like a front, but actually doesn't look that bad. We got ourselves a VAR on that team. Going to be Archie first up, as well as Copyfit in the back. We got ourselves Chicago going to be first up versus Archie. I was still sticking to the Kyrian guns. Going to be the Thunder. Big stun to Archie. Looks like the stun miss. It is going to be Kyrian burst out of Chicago. Better be very careful with that totem positioning in order to make sure the totem positioning is on top of Archie. Yeah, keep him on top of that totem. Thunder with a stun by Archie. Trying to go for the Night Fig. Going to be tricking out of Chicago. Just to disrupt those birds. Trying to go for a bit of an early blast towards Archie. It is getting a little bit of a health advantage. But the mana is essentially kind of like your second health bar for Shaman. Gonna be a haymaker out of Chicago. Boy, the Descendants trying to see if they might be able to max out some damage here. Is that gonna be with Wind Fury Totem together or potentially? Gonna be huge damage on Chicago. Archie turns some damage around back to Chicago. Gonna be a wall for Archie though, as he's just trying to survive through a lot of this. But Chicago does have Ghosts joining in as well, or Ghost Raptors rather. And still holding on to the wall if they need to. He is ahead on mana of Archie just by a hair. At least was for a second ago, as Archie turned some attention around. Gonna be Sunder with a stun. Big elite blast on Chicago as they continue just to blast damage into Archie. Earth Elemental was used. I'm not really sure who's Earth Elemental, but somebody used an Earth Ellie. Chicago dropping down the Kirin Totem, and Archie bails out of it immediately. That Kirin Totem is kind of hard to line up, isn't it? I feel like you gotta line up set up a Kirin Totem, go for a Sunder into that stun, and then drop damage while the Kirin Totem is on him. So you gotta find a way to like lock him down for a second, which Jasmine Shop doesn't really have the easiest time with PvP. You gotta land that Sunder, make sure they don't kill your Capacitor Totem. But Archie is a little bit down on mana, trying to stay in Ghost to recover a little bit of health. Looks like whatever Chicago is doing is working. And Chicago blasts him out from around the corner. Sunder stun missing for Archie though. Trying to go for a Patriots Vision. Gonna be Sunder with a stun for Chicago. Does have the biggest go right here? Potentially, possibly, maybe. Archie does have a little bit of that Fey free heal. Elite blast on Chicago does quite a bit of damage. Gonna be a wall for Chicago. And wall should be available for Archie very, very soon if Chicago has any kind of burst available. Archie is playing more of a sustained build versus Chicago. With Elite Blast Wolves getting a lot of cooldown reduction on those Wolfies. It's gonna be the grounding. Was that a heal totem? Oh, Kirin Totem. He Ellie blasted that totem just now. I think it might have been the Kirin Totem, actually. That's a big disadvantage of playing Kirin Shaman. Is as long as it focus the totem, there goes your Covenant ability altogether. Battle match for Chicago. It looks like the sustained damage playstyle of Archie is paying off dividends, as Chicago is playing more of a bursty build, but only has moments whenever they have cooldowns in order to maximize their damage. So for Archie, that's quite an advantage here. Chicago does sneak away for a second behind line of sight to get himself a bit of a heal. Ghost Raptor form coming out just to get himself a little bit more healing out of it passively. And Archie tried to see if he can purge any kind of buzz over from Chicago. And Chicago does get Ghost's back up in. Maelstrom should be there, but as long as they have mana, big LA Blast does get him kind of low. He's just looking to recover a little bit. Does get himself a heal, but the Ghost Wolves are back on him again. Might be able to make it work with Ascendance here. Maybe Ascendance together with a Kirin Totem. Does pre-drop the Kirin Totem ahead of time. Elite Blast towards Archie. Looks like Archie focuses the totem. Dude, Archie actually focusing that Kirin Totem does make it impossible for Chicago to really get any big value out of it. And Chicago with a big Ascendance wall as well. Might be able to make the big last raw onto Archie. Trying to see if they might be able to nuke him down if possible. Sunder onto Archie afterwards. And Chicago is pretty low in health either way. After all that burst, Archie just has more sustain. That survivability is not that different. Actually, it is a little bit better in a way, right? Because he gets more value out of the Maelstrom healing since he gets Ghosts more often. So you can build resources like Maelstrom very, very easily. At the sustained damage of the elemental style build, where you're focusing on the elemental damage portion of your shaman, it is quite good. Snazzy tried to go for the big one-shot onto Archie. He's gonna be... Oh! He literally blew him up! Oh my goodness, Snazzy! Dropped down their grenade. Archie saw the grenade, tried to trick it out of the quick cheap shot, caught him. The grenade exploded. It looks like Blink is going to be up next. Is he? Well, whether he wanted to or not, it looks like Blink is forced into the duel. I don't even know if he was supposed to be the next one in. Breath onto Snazzy, trying to go for a poly. Snazzy might have a trinket. I believe he still has a trinket. Blink is going to be going for the normal Blink, not even Shimmer Blinks. G-Pike getting set up. Ring of Frost to follow onto Snazzy. Does he get him? It's going to be Shadow Meld. Oh, actually just immune that G-Pike completely. Blink got himself all the time. Is that going to be enough though? D7 ability is going to have to go for Nice Block. Better cancel the all the time. Otherwise it's going to put your health down. Oh, cancel your all the time. Cancel also. Oh no, he lost health. It's okay. Icebox still healed him a bit. But he did lose some health there. This is why you want to cancel all the time if you're going to be healing for higher than you were. Because you set his health back to low. At least Icebox kills you for like 120% of your health bar, which is why it's helpful here. Could make a bunch of it out of the mage. Cloak of Shadows for Snazzy. The mage is going to have to wait this out. Blind by the rogue in order to keep control over the mage. Once I'm going to make sure he gets himself a quick blind into a sap. I believe Blink is playing normal Blink, so the next skin shot should be able to get out of this freely, right? Maybe not. Brad's on a Blink before the stuns comes out. Polymorph one to the rogue. Drake gets out of it. Kineshot, does he have play normal Blink? Looks like this man is Shimmer. It looked like he blinked earlier. It looked like he spent a whole global in a Blink, but I guess he just played Shimmer. Press Shimmer. Shift and power. Moving while shift and power so fast. Oh, that is so weird. But I forgot that is part of their legendary. Nova onto the Rogue, just try to create some space. Gonna be a G-Pie, does Snazzy have anything for it? Smoke Bomb is gonna be used. The Blink does not have a Flame Strike or anything inside of there. Ring of Frost almost catches him. Gonna be that quick kill by Snazzy. Take a Blink out, is just gonna head into Bird through its Heat Pod. And does get through it. Copy Fin is gonna be up next. The Rogue doesn't even let him get his setup. Just charges in and saps him. Actually crazy. Actually ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Gonna be cheap shot. As Copyfit taking a bit of damn. Gonna be that Tricket down as well. Gonna take a lot of damage from Tricket. Huge burst on the Snazzy. Vanish for the crit. Oh! Yo, Rogue is cheesy. Rogue is cheesy breezy. What is going on? Gonna be a full stun by Tapina. Trying to go for the biggest bleeds possible onto Snazzy. Those Feral Friends are rolling. The bleeds are in, but Snazzy somehow still alive. Throws the bleeds. Quick main, but Tapina, do they go for a big setup? Convoke right now. Snazzy just goes for a shot him out to get out of there. How is this Rogue still alive? What is going on? How is this man alive? What the? Gonna be Tapina backing up out of there for a second, getting a regrowth. Snazzy with an evasion. How is this guy still alive? I don't understand. It looked like he took the biggest bleeds from the Feral and he just lived it. Did he sippy cup it? Must have, right? He must have sippy cupped it. The biggest bleeds and he just lived right through it. Berserk out to for Tapina. I don't know if they're running the tier set. Gonna be huge burst on the Snazzy. No Vanish for 100% crit, but still getting those cheap shots back to back. Does he have a sprint to get out of there? Gonna be a bear from on a free heal for Tapina. Wait, no, not even healing. Is he Resto Affinity? Blind on Tapina. No Trinket available, I don't think. It's hard to tell if there's trinkets available at all. Because Snazzy just finished it and closed it up for the game. Also, Team 1 as well as Team 2 lost one person. I think Team 1 had one person. I think Chicago, after they died, they bowed out. But for Team 1, I think they did have a Shaman leave a little early. So that's super unfortunate if that is true, by the way. Tapina, kind of low on health. Rogue, trying to see if he can finish it. Tapina, still got a little bit of health. Does the Rogue catch a reset? DFA, it's going to become Vogue. It's going to get a Shadow Striker through it. Even though we had one person leave over on the Team 1, the Rogue did go for a 1v4. Unfortunate that we had one person leave. But hey, maybe that's an opportunity for more of you guys to join in for PTR. Let's get on the open running, boys, yeah? Let's get another one in there, boys. Let's get another open running, boys. We need another for the Horde. Said you got a 4 out of 5. Let me get your boy in here. Yo, Var, we missed you already, buddy. You want to pop on here? Didn't Var say he was going to go on a Hunter? Or am I wrong on that? Yo, Var, if you got a Hunter, let me know in the chat or something. We can just wait for you. I want in online said you got a spot. Yo, Chicago got a +1. Yeah, motherfucker, join in, man. Motherfucker, join in. Shelby, what's up? I see you in Discord. Appreciate you guys very much for joining. Appreciate you, gang. I didn't get anything about the PTR update. Double Legos, Seavark. Head over to, Seavark, head over to Oribos, right? And an Oribos in the center where the guy, there's a bunch of vendors. One sells you PvP gear, one sells the tier sets. The Torrent that sells the tier set. So there'll be a bunch of vendors on the one left side, left hand side. At the end of it will be like a broker vendor. And the broker vendor will have a... Yeah, I'm just gonna remove that out of Discord. I'm not sure what that is. Alrighty. With Kaiser will see you yesterday. Music, I can get you a link right here. I don't have like a bot or anything. We got Krem bot in chat. But hey, go to Event Center. There is a vendor. One of them tells you tier sets, and he'll have a legendary belt. The legendary belt will give you a second tier set or second legendary effect. So get that when you can, okay? Get that one possible. Alrighty. Alright, we got Century, we got Chicago. We got all the regulars. Okay, that was weird. Alrighty. You beat me to the hammer. Yeah. Yeah, I think I didn't originally ban, I just removed it, but I also did report to Discord's safety team, and I think that's why I removed it. Yeah, weird links, boys, weird links. All right, go to swap comment real quick. All right, let me know when you're ready, Chicago. I am losing my mind a little bit here. 3 hours of sleep not going good for me, but as soon as you're ready, we're ready. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea, Kren. I have no clue. Those lines will whisper to. No, normally will be Chicago, though. Have a group open in LFG. If you guys want to join any of the groups that's available for 5 those, head over to player spare premier groups, custom PP, find a group, top number 5 at the top. You should be able to find a group over in LFG. Since you got a team 5 ready to go, just make sure to enlist yourself from Real ID. As soon as Chicago is ready, look at this group up and running, boys, yeah? Yo, those are so much fun, by the way. I wonder how it's your regular basic day. I wonder how it's your regular basic day. For me, with 3 hours of sleep, it is a weird day. I will tell you that right now. It is an actual long day. It doesn't even feel like I even slept much. It's weird. Ready for blizzard tonight? Ready for the blizzard tonight? Yo, like snow? Like actual IRL blizzard, or like playing a bunch of WoW games? That bro clapped them cheeks. He clapped them cheeks. What the? Is that Elfman? You were so tiny. How you doing? Yo, is it just me? But does Manastorm actually have like really nice eyes? Oh, come back. Man, I was just appreciating them, no mimes. What the hell? All right, Chicago, let me know when you're ready. Oh, I love that toy. Yo, these guys were going to be a race at some point. Like for Cataclysm, these guys were going to be a playable race. Maybe one day, man. That kind of silly. Maybe one day. Because they basically got a Boomkin model. And they do have better models from like what? From WAD, right? Look at them, dude. How can you hate this, man? How can you hate this? What's gonna be so good? All right, I don't remember what I saved them as. 15, 16, 17. Oh, PTR SL. That's what it is. There we go. Got it. All right, Chicago, let me know when you're ready. And then we're good to go. And then we're good to go, fam. Yo, you got a blood up pretty hard. Yo, big bites out of the Pharaoh. What the? I think he was letting him burst him. Dude, that Kyrian Pharaoh, by the way, is going to be so good. Kyrian burst for Pharaohs is nuts. It's actually so good. It is going to be disgustingly good. Архи, мы готовы? Мы ждем Chicago. Okay, Chicago готов. Chicago is ready. Come on, they're готова. Vampire dudes on an exiled race. You think so? Vent theorem? I can see it. Although, if they added them, then they probably should add Necrolords, they should add Kyrian, and what are they gonna do for Fae, right? But we'll see. Maybe like only one of them will be able to make it through Shadowlands. Maybe it'll be like the Venthyr. Maybe Dreadlords, right? Maybe Dreadlords, because the Dreadlords are actually Venthyr. When you think about it, the Revendreth, the Venthyr, are Dreadlords. Dreadlords are Venthyr, and they can travel from world to world. Maybe. Dude, what if they made Broker a playable race one day? I think it'd be kind of dope. Brokers. Or not the brokers, but maybe like those... The brokers of like... Ethereals rather, right? Because the brokers and ethereals are very, very similar. Looking for knowledge and they're kind of just... weird, mysterious people. I think they were kind of cool one day. Alright, let me get another one for running, boys. Why are we getting 12 on that early? What the? My arena's all kinds of messed up, dude. Why are we getting 12 on as early as we are? Which? We got ourselves Team 1 together with Blink over on Team 1 with Vargan going for that Marksman Hunter over on Team 1. We got Elfman. What Covenant though? We got ourselves Ark in the back with Copy Finners both in hits. Shaman Chicago to be first up with Seawork over in the back as Arcane Mage Necrolord. We got Kron in the back as a Mages as well. Snazzy as well as Underfell. And Chicago is going to be... Oh, Ashen out of Atha. Oh, what he can do, actually, he has an extra long Ashen, but he can also cancel it to refund a lot of its cooldown back. So I wonder how that'll actually play out for the Venthyr Paladin. Because you can get a big CD reduction on that thing. Gonna be Chicago, drop it down to stun with maybe a big damage onto Elfman. What kind of a Covenant are you now, Chicago, actually? Are you calling some... Are you a Night Fae now? Because I think he changed his Covenant from maybe Kyrian to someone else. I'm gonna guess either Necrolord, but we would have seen a Flesh Cut way earlier. Maybe Venthyr. potentially Dora Shadows with a big chain harvest, or maybe it's going to be big transfusion. I almost want to say transfusion at this point, as Alpman just getting some damage back to back towards Chicago, trying to see if it might be able to make the Venthyr Paladin work. What is that cooldown on the Ashen if you refunded that quickly, by the way? I really do wonder. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. About a minute has elapsed. Gonna be big old haymakers. The Paladin goes flying with the biggest edits out of Chicago, with the sun out of Elfman. Got himself wings up and running. Maybe big damage. Trying to see if he might be able to get the big blaster in Chicago. Does he get to do it? He's just building the holy power, but it looks like he's just going for a lot of the self-heal rather than anything. Chicago's stripping him of all the buffs. Looks like Elfman just wants to survive the burst out of this enhancement shaman. It is Chain Harvest out of Chicago playing out the Venthyr. So both of them are Venthyr, maybe an intro, but Chicago looks like no intro. Just went for a couple lightning bolts from a distance as Elfman closes the gap. Sunder with a stun. Elfman just gonna take the damage. Just playing with, so he's not gonna sit those CC for too long. Stun on Chicago, trying to get himself recovery. Is that a trinket available for Chicago, or did they use it earlier? Because Elfman is getting a lot of recovery back to back with health. And Elfman actually gonna blast it out yet again. Oh my god, he was getting recovery, but then all of a sudden Chicago just turned up the heat out of nowhere. I'm not even sure what is going on. And Chicago is trying to see if they can maybe deal with Elfman. Big Ellie Blaster follow, getting a Sunder in there. Zaps with a Frost Shock right after. And it looks like Chicago is pushing Elfman over the edge. He is going to get him interrupted on that Venthyr, as Elfman doesn't really look like he's really getting much headway to Chicago. Maybe the Ashen Hollow might be able to do something for him. It is going to give him a little bit of healing, a little bit of damage. Chicago bails out of it immediately. So what is that cooldown on it? I think it went from a 4-minute cooldown to a 2-minute cooldown. With that Ashen potentially going to be that Ashen cancel, as Elfman got himself some damage. Chicago with the trick, and wall is up, and Elfman might be in trouble. Health point super low, hitting a loud blast, but he somehow survives it. It's going to be focusing on Unknown Totems. Yeah, I don't really know if you can make the Venthyr Paladin really work. I mean, if everybody could just walk out of it. Looks like Chicago taking a bit of a beating, though. The Tempest Verdicts are coming in back to back. It might be in a bit of trouble. You know what? Actually, this I think where you would want to use down. Oh, big damage on Elfman. What the? I don't know. I don't even know where he found that damage, but he found it somehow, some way. It looked like he was actually kind of behind for a second, but then I don't know where he just became playable and viable. Gonna be Mitra coming down on Elfman, bubbles it out. As Kron goes in for a big Kyrian burst, trying to go for a blink, but looks like it didn't really go anywhere. Kron is not playing out to the triple shield, are you? I don't know if they are or are not. It's gonna be going, I think, for what looks like a early sippy cup. And it's gonna be maybe an Invis, Atherman trinketing out, not trinketing out of it, I guess not adapting either. I guess it was just the shortest polymorph in the world. The shortest incapacitation effect ever. Is getting some images. Going to be Kron taking a bit of damage though. I don't think this man's... So I do wonder what Lego he's playing then. I do wonder what Lego he's playing then for. Because it got to be something good. It's got to be. What if he's Discipline and Command? Trying to make the biggest crit damage happen there. The biggest damn possible. It's going to be going for a breath. Finally, we've got a break away from Elfman. Does have Ice Block, does have Cauterize. So he's not completely in trouble, but not playing the triple shield Lego does make it a little bit harder for this mage to recover, as that is some healing getting denied as well. And Kron just blowing bubbles the whole time. Just blowing bubbles, buying himself time, mounting up for a second. Elfman unable to catch him with a slow. And Kron is just looking for a bit of a reset, maybe behind the other side of the pillar, holding on to whatever shield they can. Waiting for cooldowns as well. Combustion should be available very, very soon. But they are playing Kyrian, so no cooldown reduction like a Night Fae. Elfman got himself big wings. Might be some damage on the Kron. Might have to use a defensive here. Going to be blinking away from Elfman after the breath. Maybe a poly from distance. Hammer not enough to break him. Ooh, that hammer of reckoning almost did it though. That could have been really bad. Quick frostbolt onto Elfman just to slow him down. Hand of Freedom is going to keep the Pally moving, and Kron at no health whatsoever. Gonna be that Ashen though, not giving him a lot of space to hang out behind the pillar. That's going to be freebie hammers for Elfman as well as plenty of healing. Polymorph out for Kron. Elfman does disable the Ashen though. That Ashen play is interesting. Honestly, kind of does force an enemy away from a pillar for like a half a second. And I wonder if that might have some play in the future. Very doubtful because his Necrolord does Fae. But yeah, gonna be a port for Elfman as Kron still trying to see if he can recover. Dude, Elfman got some burst out of nowhere. Again, I was saying at the beginning, like, man, I don't know if Venthyr Paladin will work. And then all of a sudden just popped off on the Chicago. Which, by the way, Chicago is back. They're dead. Chicago is dead. They're just doing a bit of a dance in the back. Quick ice block for Kron. Doesn't look like the blade, the conduit that lets him recover health while ice blocked. So I had to go for a quick block just to give himself some immunity. Meteor coming down to Elfman. Does get frozen. Not enough damage. Big pyro at the end there, though. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But it looks like the two get to separate. Kron finally gets an opportunity to maybe get himself some refreshments as Elfman looking to mount up, close the gap, disrupt that feast. Kron is getting a little bit of that healing that he needs. Definitely getting the healing he needs. It's going to be shimmering out of there. And maybe he can go for another G-Pie. I think the more burst he goes into Elfman, the better. Honestly, like continuously just harassing him and getting some cooldowns back off of him. Maybe going for some fireballs. I don't know what PvP talents he's running, but if he was running the fireball one, where fireball can give you combustion back quicker, running away, a couple fireballs and continuing to run might not be a bad idea here and there. Images are up, so actually Kron should be pretty safe here. Quick breath into a poly onto Elfman. As the paladin continuing just to talk, just walk at him. Kron going in for the human racial, getting himself out of that stun. And is going to go for a fireball or two. Door shadows out of Elfman. Does he get interrupted? He is going to get interrupted. So actually has the ability to go for holy healing if he wants to. Kron got himself another Kyrian burst. I think mini Kyrian burst in between might not be a bad idea either, especially if you can get a couple pyros out of that. Kron got himself all the time, so should be pretty healthy. He recovered health quite well, actually. Elfman should be aware there's going to be an ult time that's going to put him all the way to the other side of the pillar. Maybe Condora Shadows. It's going to be a Ring of Frost for Kron. Elfman has a bit of range to his abilities. This is going to be dropping acid onto Kron. Not let him go anywhere. Can throw freebie hammers in. That's going to be Tempest Verdicts from a distance. It's going to be canceling his action immediately as soon as he sees the mage walking away from him. Quick breath again by Kron. We're hitting that 8-minute mark. So far, the CC for the mage has been enough to keep himself afloat and alive. But can Elfman turn around? Looks like Kron is just at a moment of just dropping out of this duel. But somehow, some way, catches a bit of CC, gets himself a little bit of reset, a little bit of food here, a little bit of food there, and is able to recover small piece by small piece of the health bar at a time. Bit of damage out of Elfman. Not a lot of defensive for Kron. Could go for mirror images. Definitely should go for it. Trinket might need to be available for the stun. Could be a lot of damage out of Elfman. Get himself Wake of Ashes. Kron does get himself a shield. With a quick breath, again losing out on some health. Quick rebuke by Elfman. Doesn't sit that breath for long at all. Trying not to get frozen. I have no idea how you're not frozen there. How did that not freeze you? You were literally on top of the Ring of Frost. Kron taking a bit of damage though. Could be getting an execute range. Actually, decent execute range. Elfman just getting some freebie hammer throws at him. And Kron is just in trouble. If Elfman has any mobility, if he can just dodge a breath, he will be in a great spot. He's going to be poly onto the paladin again. It's just gonna have to take that CC. Again, Kron looking for the reset. Got himself big combustion, maybe big damage. Meteor come down. Looks like no Meteor for the time being. Maybe can shimmer around and interrupt Elfman. It don't think he didn't have shimmer at that point. So again, gonna have to play it very, very defensively. I feel like for Elfman, this is where you just gotta end it. Just gotta finish the duel. Try to see if you might be able to get a hand of hindrance onto the mage. Should be able to catch up to the mage pretty quickly. Especially if you go for Crusader Aura. I think he might have been able to Crusader Aura. Look at him go, dude. Look at him sprinting over. Just make sure you dodge the breath. Nova. Potentially big damn. Kron got himself images. Maybe could do some damage to his own stun. No trinket. I don't think there is one. Kron looks like he's going to be going down. Cauterize. Keeping him alive for just a second. It is going to be ticking down towards dots. Got himself, I think, a Kyrian sipping cup. Does he have himself a shield? Super low on health. One more hammer could do it. Oh, and the hammer comes down. He tried his very best, man. That's a hard one, especially when you're not running the triple shield Lego. Quick volley onto Elfman. Going to be touching the magic for Seamark. Got him so huge. Arcanosphere. Is that going to be the biggest one shot ever? Trying to go for Arcane Blast bubble out of Elfman. Just did not want to deal with a burst out of Seamark. And Seamark popping in the miss. Going to be the all the time. Keeping him alive there. Quick rebuke on that flesh cast. It's going to be free missiles for Seamark. Might be able to get a bunch of barrages of blasts onto Elfman. He has a lot of damage available. That is a Deathborn form. Every time he gets an Arcane Blast, he not only increases the damage he does, but can also extend the Deathborn. Deathborn natively gives you 15% more spell power damage. But with every single Arcane Blast while in Death form with the Necrolord Legendary, you increase that damage by 1%. So if you can go for a bunch of Arcane Blasts from a distance, that can become from 15 to 20 to 25 to 30. 30% more damage just a couple of casts. And he's just blinking around. The Elfman, huge Arcane Barrage. Elfman is in trouble. Seaver could actually just end it right here. He just got so much damage. Touching the Magi with Barrage. Oh! That touches the Magi Tirsa too. 18% damage increase to the enemy afflicted by the touch of the Magi. It's just a little touch of just deadliness. Come on, man. Just that arcane touch. It's just incredible. What do you mean? It's an incredibly strong tier set. Gonna be the mage. Try to see blink. Try to blink over there. Hit him with a breath. Gonna be that interrupt. I think trying to go for a poly. Maybe fireball. Seawork is gonna continue to barrage on him though. Try to see if he can burn through those shields. Is I think spell stealing all the shields from blink. So Seawork can just get free defenses out of blink as long as Seawork has mana. That's going to be quick and miss. Arcane Orb does hit him. Blink is out in the open. Again, Seawork is just stealing those shields for free. So he's got himself big defensives. Blink, dropping down Ring of Frost onto Seawork. Doesn't have to go anywhere. Could be big combustion. Is maybe going to spell steal the blink. Cauterize. He's spell steal combustion. Got himself missiles. Trying not to get interrupted. No more interrupt available for blink. Seawork still got touch of the magic. Does he have the biggest go here? Still combustion right now on him. Still 100% crit. Big barrage. Doesn't do it. Cauterize does get proc. Blink is in no trouble. Oh my goodness. And he is down for the count. Oh my goodness. This spell steal. Not only did it. Okay. My question is now. Did Blink run a tier set where he has a long combustion? Because I think you will steal the long combustion from him. Because Seawork looking at combustion for quite a while there. Quite a long while. Also Kron in the back. I guess I got the dance squad. So these two are dead. These two are dead. There's a thing in PTR apparently where you could kind of get yourself rezzed. As long as they're chilling in the back and they're not bothering nobody, letting the duel happen. I'm okay with them doing a bit of a dance squad, bit of that halftime show. Seawork going to be versus Vargan, going to be an interrupt. Actually, silence onto the arcane damage with a temporal. Seawork just trying to get away from that Necrolord burst out of Var. Just trying to wait out until the Death Shark from 10% physical debuff is gone. And maybe it will deal some damage onto the Kevin Slime. Freeze onto Seawork. Doesn't have the defenses this time around. Trinkets with an invis. Try to see if he can get a poly onto Var. Is able to do it. Touching the magic. Deathburn is up. Maybe biggest Arcana Sphere ever. Var better be very careful. This could be one-shotter. Gonna be some missiles. Interrupt onto Seawork. Nova onto Var. Seawork trying to get some damage in. Do they get the biggest dams in possible? Trying to go for Arcane Blast with Barrage to follow. Var is still alive somehow. It looks like Seawork just didn't have the biggest one-shot ever. Gonna be that turtle as well as a biting shot. Seawork ain't getting bound. Behind the pillar, freezing trap right next to him to the side, trying to go for a quick invis, trying to continue the blast onto Var with a barrage to follow, trying to go for feint death the last second. Is that going to be enough though? Another barrage is going to be a scatter shot onto Seawork with explosive. It's going to be ice block, but the Skelly form is just too big for the block, man. Trust me, he is in the ice block. Don't worry about it. At least most of his body. Var is super low health though. Next arcane orb, I think it's over. Oh my goodness. Jesus, Seawork. Arcane is going to be up next. I think it's a hard counter class here. The other class so far weren't the most difficult ones for Seawork. They were actually pretty doable, but the Enhancement Shaman might be a hard counter. Seawork does not have too many shields, and that's going to be Arcane able to purge you immediately. Any kind of cooldowns that Seawork has, Arcane should also be able to purge those as well, except for Arcane Power. They changed that. You can no longer purge Arcane Power, but at least Ultra Time, yeah, you're going to be able to purge that. Seawork trying to go for Flesh Grab, going to be an interrupt by Arcane with a Polymorph by Seawork into a Trinket by Arcane. Does Seawork have the biggest burst possible? Got himself massive. It's going to be a knockback out of that Arcana Sphere. And then Seawork does not have Ice Block for a while. And the Arcane just needs a little bit more damage. Yeah, there's no way. Just sprinted up to the boy, hit him with a couple of lava lashes, taking him out. That is hard, man. This is joke damage. You think so? Out of the Arcane Mage, dude, it's actually... It takes a second to set up the dam, but it's huge. Man, that setup is hard. It's like that kills in stress for real. For real. Arcane getting bled up by Underfell. Full big bleeds. Does get a stun. Big bite of the Feral. I think Arcane might be in trouble. Gonna be a big stun into yet another bite. Arcane is under a ton of pressure. There's so many blades on him right now. Is that gonna be enough for him to survive? He battle master Trinket. Got himself wall. Big heals. Got himself ghost tools. Trying to get himself a heal. Oh! Underfell just rotted him down. As soon as you go for that Feral Druid 4-piece bonus, whenever you go for that Berserk, you just get the biggest bleeds out there. The hugest bleeds you can. It's actually kind of nuts. Copperfin got himself a Zappy Hand available as Underfell just trying to bail out of there for a moment, get himself a bit of a reset. as more lava bursts flying for Copy. Copy playing that elemental. I didn't even notice. Last I think our fellow's dead unless that heal keeps him alive. Friends in regen? No, it's not enough. Oh, it was so close. It's just when you get caught low, you get caught low. You know what I mean? Not much you can do. Snazzy is the last one on the team. By the way, reminder, Chicago is dead. Kron is dead. They're just dancing out here. Snazzy is the very last one, so he did come down to the very last person in the duel. Gonna be a quick hacks by Copperfin. Maybe a chicken by the rogue. No, you're just gonna frog it up. You're just gonna froge it up for a bit. I like his mog. I like this one in particular. Gonna be a quick knockback by Copperfin. It's gonna be that trinket next to him. Intro big so the rogue with a vanish, dude. His vanish into the trinket gets 100% crit value out of it. That is massive. Oh my goodness. That was actually a lot of good dosing here, boys. Jesus. I'm canceling Ash almost ASAP. I get 6% versatile. For 40 seconds, I have it up with wings. Wait, that's actually crazy, I thought. Wait, what is the cooldown of your Ashen when you cancel it early with the belt leg up? Because with Event your Legendary, when you cancel Ashen, they added a functionality to cancel Ashen early. And if you cancel Ashen early, you get a refund on a lot of its cooldown. I wonder what's the CD. Because you get it up for like, what, 6 seconds and then you cancel it maybe? You got a bunch of versatility out of it for 40 seconds since your Event tier, playing the Theotar Soul Bind, which is kind of crazy. 6% more Versa, 40 seconds. It's actually kind of nuts. So if its CD is about 2 minutes, that will end up with wings. 2 minutes! That lines up with wings every time. Oh, Grim! How you doing? Oh, hopefully we'll see you in duels. Okay, boys, let's get another one, yeah? Let's get another duel up and running. Realm doesn't matter. We have LFG groups if you wanna join one. One on Alley and one on Horde. Yeah, we got a guy trying to see if we can join in. Since you got a team ready to go, Chicago, let me know when you're ready. You'll see where. Please stick around, man. Stick around for a couple more duels. I want to see you play. I want to see what that may do. That seems nutty. Name? Depends. Want to join an alliance? Oh, William, you want to try to add him? Let's go. Hey, hope you're good. I don't know, throw over to sleep, Aiden, but otherwise I'm good. Just about to hit level 50. Let's go. I haven't bought Shadowlands yet. Is it worth buying or wait for the next expansion? If I do buy Shadowlands, what shall I do for gear? Like gearing, you have Mythic Pluses. You have, I guess in the opener, you can do your Covenant campaign in order to get your basic Covenant setup. Like just doing the Covenant story if you've never done it before, Aiden. Whatever Covenant you choose, you'll be able to get a full set head to toe of at least starter gear. It's not the greatest, but it's at least something. You can start doing Corsair. Like there's going to be these assaults, like faction invasions into the Maw, and there you can get some decent catch-up gear. Then there's also a zone called Corsair. You can just run around, kill rares, blue treasures, and you can get currency in order to get some decent gear from there. But then after you get a little bit of gear, trying to start doing Mythic Pluses every week, or raiding every week, or any kind of PvP every week, whichever content you're into, would be not a bad idea, just to have a weekly vault to work with. You know what I mean? Just have a weekly vault to work with. I'm on Trey. Oh, that's you? I didn't even realize, man. I'm so bad with names. But yo, I know you now. Let's go, dude. You're more than welcome to. Let's go. Got 5? Yeah. Century and Chicago both have boys. Let's get them in here. More duels today, boys. More. Oh, that's a long one that we just did, huh? Oh, that's a long one. Yo. Does anybody know what that mage said that game, dude? Let's go. Can someone suggest what to main for 9-2? Leave. Too early to call what to main. Let's wait until the tuning is done. Let's wait until a couple of things are done. Tuning is done. No. Tier sets are done. Legendaries are done, like tuning wise. And then class tuning is done. And then we'll know, right? It really comes down to also like what will be the meta for like Mythic Pluses and raiding and PvP. But that's going to be a little bit more clear to have a better guess once the tuning is done. So right now, just level a couple ults, hang out, enjoy yourself, shop around, try different builds, you know what I mean? We got a Shadow Priest in here, boys! We got a Shadow Priest. I'm gonna be seeing tier set out of him. The tier set is nuts. It's so good, isn't it? It is. Some of the tier sets are really, really good for PvP. I don't think every class is gonna use a tier set for PvP, but a lot of them are pretty good. I think a majority of classes are gonna end up using a tier set for PvP. Maybe at least 2 piece, if not the 4 piece. Just for more versatility. Which we got ourselves. What's up, Marcel? How you doing, my guy? big hots over on team 1. We got ourselves Skotan. I wonder what kind of a double legger he's gonna go for. Please tell me you're playing a pet build. Please tell me you're playing a pet build. Oh, that'd be so good. Elfman over that team. We got ourselves Arceus. We got ourselves Copy. That's Elemental Shamansman. We got ourselves Team 2 together with Chicago. What? Seavark over here. We got ourselves Kron in the back. Lazy Purr. Is that a Lazy Kitty? That's Snazzy. Gonna be first up for Scoochon. Got himself. Is that a Trinket? Definitely got himself Greater Fate. Gonna be a stun to Snazzy. Trying to get a VT up and running. Maybe he's gonna go for a big pet build. Got himself the Mindbender in here with a quick Fury into Snazzy. Gonna be a full void eruption with the Mages of the Dead. Needs to go for maybe as much damage with all those pets. Shadowlands is trying to catch up since Snazzy is a smoke bomb anyway. Definitely needs to make sure those pets are doing as much damage as humanly possible. Gonna be a Siphon slowing down Snazzy so the Mages can get around the corner. He's actually, I think... Wait, what is the Mages doing? Mages got a weird cast, or a different cast than before. Is it casted like... Was there always like a cosmic looking cast on him? Gonna be the Skeleton. Got him some PI. It looks like that PI was enough to get the Rogue huddling behind the pillar as he backs up out of there. Hasn't been able to catch a reset. Gonna be Greater Fate really early for Scoochon with a stun into the Rogue. Does he check it out? Check it. Try to see if he can go for an intro. Missing that intro. Scoochon is actually free to cast as long as the Rogue doesn't get a stun on him. Get a shot by the Rogue. Does himself a big go. Scoochon is gonna go for that Disperse just for early, just to make sure to put that thing in cooldown. It's only 1.5 minutes a deep, not a 1.3 minutes a deep. If Scoochon can get back onto the Rogue, he might be in a good spot. Gotta be the Rogue, catch himself a reset. I believe he still has dots rolling on him. He does. So Scoochon needs to find a way to redot him in between of those saps. I don't think it's gonna be possible. The Rogue is very careful with his birds. Got himself another resap, just going for a restyle. Maybe an interrupt. Does get an interrupt or a flesh cap into a kitty shot with Scoochon. And Scoochon, unless he has a trinket, I think he's just gonna have to take the damage in the first place. Maybe if you're off of this, the Rogue could be in a great spot, getting a good advantage of Scoochon. Gonna be a quick heals for the Shadow Prey. He's got himself all the dots on his Snazzy with a stun to follow. Does he go for the full pet build? Big pet build is up. It's gonna be Siphon, everything. He literally got all the pets in the world. Look at him. Blood and Scoochon, but the pets are still continuing to work. Snazzy might just die to the pets. Cheap shot into Mindbender. That's gonna be Kevin Slime just spitting on him. What the? Mages of the Dead back in here. Snazzy just might die to the Mages. Woo-hoo-hoo. Trinket doesn't go off. No way. He actually could have gotten the martyrdom kill, dude. That could have been some Call of Duty stuff. You know the Call of Duty trait? I think it was from the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Martyrdom. When you, I ran all the time because I was bad at that game, dude. When you die, you drop a grenade. I was gonna get a revenge kill almost all the time when somebody pushes you. Especially if they're one of those guys that run around knifing people in the map. Especially against those guys. It's so good. But it's so bad too. It's like a noob tube. But that's gonna be the grenade. Does take down the Rogue. Looks like the Shadow Priest with all of his pets is able to just overpower a Rogue. No matter amount of Guile CC or cheats to doodles like Cloak or Shadows or Blind or Vanish. Man, Rogues are cheats, huh? Lazy Purr is going to be up next, which is Copyfin playing that Kyrian. Took out the Shadow Priest pretty quickly. Oh, in cap into the stun. That's going to be Copyfin. Get himself the big zaps available. Lazy Purr does get himself a bit of a heal. Drop it in low, and that's going to be a Prince and Region as they're dipping. So Copyfin definitely has an advantage over him. Lazy might be in trouble here. Needs to get an intro. No Skull Bash used just yet. Copyfin wants to get the biggest damage in there. Going to be Lava Burst. Lazy Purr does not interrupt it. He definitely needs to go for a heal. Trick it out of Copyfin. Bro's going to be a lasso onto Lazy Purr. Does trick it out of it. Lazy Purr needs to get himself a bit of a reset. Playing out that Guardian Affinity. Definitely needs to go for as much self-healing as possible. This man's is in trouble so far. This Ellis Shaman hasn't given him much of a moment of respite. And Copyfin, I think he's playing Necrolord, right? Which means huge Lava Burst. If he's able to get it rolling. Potentially. Lava Burst trying to get set up. Maybe biggest damage possible. Quick main by Lazy. Got himself big Kyrian Burst. Is that going to be enough though? Does not have the tier set this time around. So he's going to have to wait until Berserk is up. But does he even play tier set? Going to be a lasso. Lazy Purr could be in big trouble. If Copyfin has any more, instant cast going to be that Lava Burst. Lazy Purr trying to get himself as much self-heal as possible. He's just trying to do whatever he can. Wait, is he actually... I thought he was... Is he Guardian Affinity? Wait, I think he might be Resto Affinity. I might have been wrong. I think he's straight up Resto. He's trying to get himself Rejuve, Swiftmans, all that heals. All the hots in the world. Going to be a quick stun by the Earth Elemental, disrupting Lazy Purr's open as Copy recovers a bit of health. Looks like Lazy Purr was able to recover a little bit of self-heals as well. Wall from the Earth Elemental for Copy. As they're trying to get himself another Stormkeeper up and running. Maybe get himself Primordial Burst. Bolt onto Lazy Purr. I think they do have the Primordial. If they could only get himself a big Lava Burst off of this, Light lasso to lazy per. It's gonna set itself behind a little bit. Copyfin is bleeding out though. Big Earth Shock to follow, and I think it was a double Earth Shock on top of it. Maybe LD Blast into an Earth Shock, potentially, possibly, maybe. I think it might have been. As Lazy Per catches up a bit of healing, so is Copy. Both of these hybrid classes, while the damp and is super high, are able to get themselves a little bit of that recovery and resets. Gotta be that Berserk. Finally gets the bleeds. Lazy Per trying to make the biggest damage happen with that Kyrian. Back-to-back bites. As long as he can get that good interrupt onto Copy, but not going for skull bashes at all. He definitely needs to get a skull bash at some point or another. Light the Lancer onto Copy. Oh, you know what? I think he's trying not to interrupt him on nature because he knows there's going to be a fleshcraft on the way. He knows. This is why I'm like, why is he not interrupting? But it's like, he's not dumb. He's doing it on purpose. Gonna be quick paralysis into a stun onto Kitty. As Copy just try to get some more damage out. Again, as soon as he interrupts him on nature or fire or any of those other spells, Fleshcraft, quick skull bash, and Lazy Per does get ahead. Now he can be a bit more aggressive with his stun, with his interrupts if he needs to. Well, Copyfin does get the lightning in their hands, and this is where the Kitty backs up out of there. Let the Blaze do work, let a bit of that passive damage happen, wait out the cooldowns, and then get back in there. Does not get a proper stun opener onto Copy. It looks like the Flame Shock might have gotten them out in the open. Copyfin is going to separate the two, try to separate the two with a Lightning Lasso. Couldn't quite do it. Knockback as the main comes out. Lazy. Does he have any big damage right here? Going to be the Kyrian Burst, trying to make the bites happen. Copyfin just trying to go for a heal. Lazy can get aggressive with his kicks. Does he not realize it? You can just interrupt the next cast. Copyfin super low. I think he's just trying to overpower him with damage alone. Quick skull bash. And I think it's over for Copy. Did their very best, but it's going to be Lazy Kitty, man. This guy. It's actually kind of nuts. Is Lazy from NA or is he EU? I think, isn't Lazy NA? He's getting to do all these EU boys. Show him up, what's up? That's what I love about seeing these duels, man, on PTR. Seeing the EU and NA crowd play together all at once. Lazy Per with that Tiger's Fury, trying to max up the damn Thunder with a stun to follow. Archie with a Facious Fusion, just trying to suck the... Oh! What was that LE Blast? Oh! That was the Bardic skin, dude. What the... I mean, Lazy wasn't super high on health, but what is that burst, bro? What the? Looks like it's going to be Seawork up next. Not going for Deathburn just yet. Archie, I think, is going to be his hardest challenge yet. Archie did not commit too many cooldowns there. Lazy got the conduits? What the? Oh, Lazy, you got to go get your conduits running, man. I got to get them set up. Take your time to do it. Gonna be Seawork trying to see if he can get the biggest blast onto Archie if possible. It's gonna be a trinket exploding next to him. I think it was Seawork's trinket. Gonna be the all the time dust. Archie goes to purge it. I think he's trying to see if he can purge it all the time away from Seawork. Got himself the big arcane power or damage rolling, but it looks like he can't really commit that damage to Archie just yet. And Seawork is gonna have to play this a little bit slowly. Archie did shrink it out of the big burst on the Seawork. Gonna be the Arcana Sphere. Does he make the Arcana Sphere do the most damage? It's right next to Archie. Oh, blinks it, and that's gonna be an interrupt on that Fleshcraft. Seawork thought that he had him, but that Soul Shape of Archie was perfect. And Seawork is gonna have to go for another repoly onto Archie. He's gonna have to wait and take this a little bit slower, I think, before he can get himself a big one-shot of burst onto Archie. He has a lot of potential damage, but the Enhanced Shaman is just a hard counter class. Between interrupts, which are really short, range interrupts, purges, as well as grounding totem, that's just a lot of ways to disrupt the burst of an arcane mage. Or really any mage in general. Gonna be some missiles and see if we're just trying to get himself whatever procs possible. I don't even know what kind of Lego he's trying to go for. I like that silver and gold mock he's got going on. Sunder, as you go for an invis, Archie just guessed that he would be in the same place casting another invis by Seawork. That's gonna be a fire blast onto the grounding totem. You have to get it out. Facious Fusion and Seawork does have to go for an ice block. I don't know if Archie was able to get a lot of potential healing stored up from attacking an ice block, but either way, stun onto Seawork, does get to juke it. Touching the magic out to Archie with our Cannon Sphere next. Let's see how the biggest go here. Could potentially be the biggest DM. There's going to be a big blast afterwards. Archie does get himself a heal with all the Maelstrom from all the Ghost Wolves. And Barrage does come out for Seawork. I do wonder if Seawork is playing for Discipline and Command Lego or maybe just a big Barrage Lego. It has to be a big Barrage, right? That Barrage, especially if you play Kyrian, could be huge. Huge. Kind of crazy. Except EU's playing with 250 latency. That's true. EU is playing with 250 latency. That's true. Well, depends on where you are in EU. So EU, it's not really our fault that there's latency in this PTR, those boys. I will agree with that. I will tell you that. It's really down to where the servers are physically for Blizzard. And maybe they should do at least one of the PTR servers on EU, because I think a lot of them are on NA. But I mean, if Arky is able, or if VAR is able to just beat everybody like as they are, one-shot them, I think there is latency for sure. But it's not stopping everybody. Seavark into ultra time, getting kind of low, trying to do whatever damage he can to Arky, but looks like he just tried to back up out of there. Ultra time is still up, trying to go for a flash cut, but his flash cut going to put him in a bad spot. Does he want to go for ultra time? Looks like he is going to let ultra time happen just to get behind the pillar, slowing down Arky. But he's trying to get himself as much of a reset as possible. And Arky trying to see if he can catch up to Seavark. Wildling Ghost Wolf. I am trying to figure out what can Seavark really do here. I'm not trying to lose hope here or disparage the guy, but the man is just low on cooldowns. He got them Invis coming back very, very soon, so that's an escape route. Arky just has all the cooldowns available. And Seavark so far, it's just been really difficult to force any CDs out of Arky. Temporal is up, trying not to give too much healing for the Seavark. Stun totem missing. That's going to be 10 minutes into the duel. Going to be some dampening, actually. So for Seavark, that actually might be good dampening, as long as he can find a way to deal with this. Dampening might be good. It's getting interrupted on that arcane, which is super unfortunate. Arky sprinting out of that route. Going to be the ultra time. Could purge it out. It looks like he's trying to purge it out of there. Going to be the ultra time for Seavark, trying to go for the biggest damage versus Arky. Is it going to be the biggest setup, trying to go for Arky Blast? Definitely going to be grounding tone for Arky, unless he just goes in for a wall, which is exactly what he's going to do. Quick knockback by Seavark with the Arcanosphere. He's just trying to see if he can beat himself all the way to the other side of the pillar. Gonna be the Ghost was on him, biting at him. Needs to get himself a shield back up and running as soon as possible. Does get a shield, so he got some cover from the bites. The Ghost tools are gonna fade. That is still a lot of Maelstrom saved up for Arky. He's in a fantastic spot. Quick and Viz out of Seavark, trying to go for yet another poly onto Arky. Grounding totem does stop it, which is super unfortunate. Arky just had to guess that he might be invising and trying to go for a poly. Sun totem upside on the upper portion of that platform. I was gonna say pillar, but it's not really a pillar. Well, it's all flat like that. Platform is a great word, though. Great choice of words, Al. Wow. Your vocabulary is expanding. You're getting better and better at this whole dual commentary thing. Not like you've done it for years. Gonna be missiles flying for Seavark. Has himself arcane power. Might be able to make that arcane power do something. All the time is up, so he's pretty good on health. He's trying to walk away from Arky just to get a little bit of flash cut. No interrupt Arky. Saving his interrupts for the arcane blast or arcane charges. Well, Seavark taking so much damage out of that LA blast. The big Arcanosphere getting set up. Is that gonna be enough to maybe make something happen? Arky doesn't really go anywhere. If Seavark does pop off big cooldowns, gonna be yet another LA blast and one more dot. Oh, Seavark doesn't blink with the throw. Most shield possible. How are you alive? Quick and Miz. Massive Miz with the poly. Ultra times. Oh, I don't think he ultra times it. I think he had a grounding totem. Man, this is a hard counter. That is extremely hard counter. Kron is going to be up next. Trying to go for a big old radiant spark, big burst, combustion, everything. Does Arky have anything for this? It's gonna bust like a wallet. Big damage out of Kron either way. Earth Elemental joining the fight. Battle Message can Arky just taking this up as much as it can. Try to see if he might be able to rip the combustion off of Kron. Is Kron playing the tier set combustion, by the way? Or is he playing like a normal PvP set with no tier set combustion? Quick breath into Arky. Try to see if he might be able to polymorph him. Looks like he's kind of behind on the poly. Maybe he realized he will be DR'd on a polymorph. I don't think he was though. But maybe I could have been wrong. I could have been wrong. Kron super low on health. Arky just slamming him out. How are you alive with 1 health? Actually alive with 1 health. Dude, Arky got some big LA blast. What is going on? Dude, that's a couple of times that Arky has gotten the biggest LA blast ever. I mean, the long duel with Seavark, but in the end, I think that LA blast is really what got him critical. Kron was doing kind of okay, and then the LA blast is like, you're okay? You're not okay. that Pharaoh from earlier, it was kind of a tussle back and forth, and then went from, oh, you might be okay, but you're dead. He's just like, just dunking on these boys with those big LA blasts, dude. You just treated him like a basketball hoop and you just drop it down 3 LA balls in there, man. What the? Spaghetti and LA balls, dude. And Kron is gonna have to go for a bit of a reset. Arky. It is absolutely, absolutely just going psychotic on these boys. Kron needs some kind of recovery. A quick breath at Arky. That's gonna be short breath though. And Arky. Sunder just to disrupt Kron. He has him so he cauterized the last bastion of defense. I don't know if you can do much in that. Those ghosts might just strip up your cauterize before at the LA blast to finish it. What is this? I wonder what Lego this man's running now. You know what? I wonder if he's running a different Lego than I was thinking of actually. You know what? This is interesting, Arky. Very interesting. I can guess here. I can guess. Big LA blast at Chicago. This time he didn't hit as hard as everybody else. I can't. It's insane. It is insane. He just puts in so much pressure. Arhi just sits on you and gives you the biggest pressure possible. Fate Transfusion going to be a quick setup of Chicago. Maybe a Sun Totem. Going to be a Haymaker instead as he goes for the Elder Blast of his own. Let's see who's the Elder Blast hits harder. Arceus or Chicago's? Chicago with a big chain harvest just to catch up. Actually, not even catch up on health, just do as much damage as they can. And Chicago and Arceus are both playing this game at a 62% dampening deficit. So healing is heavily reduced. Arceus trying to see if he can survive this. Wait, might be in big trouble. Battle match stricken. It's going to be Earth Elemental for Chicago, so it's not even his Earth Elemental. He needs more Maelstrom in order to heal up. I think Chicago might just have him here. I think Arceus out of juice. That's get himself one more healing surge. Try to get himself a slow versus Chicago. Get himself more Maelstrom. Needs to start hitting that Earth Elemental worse to worse just to get whatever Maelstrom from autos or anything. You need Maelstrom from somewhere, but oh, and the LA Blast for Chicago taking him on. A big hots. Giving Chicago an opportunity to get a reset. Chicago walking up for a nice bow. Definitely go. Oh, I like that bow. And Big Hot's giving a bow as well. I appreciate this random honor duels in here, boys. When you're like, oh, I could just kill him right here. I'm gonna give him an honor duel. I'm gonna bow, let him get some cooldowns, let him at least recover, and then I'm gonna go in and just chow him down with a convoke. He was so, I think he was so confident. It's like, wait, he doesn't have a trinket? I'll bow. I'll be a less BM because I know I'll win this one anyway. That's crazy. My goodness. My goodness gracious, boys. Goodness gracious, gratuitous. Jeez. That was so good. That was a long duel, but let's get another open running, yeah? I love that one. You guys are so fun to watch. What's up, Dreador? How you doing, my guy? How you doing? What are you doing with your health? What are you doing? 26,000 health? Go and get your... What is this? Gear. Go and get yourself some actual PvP gear. What you doing? Oh, what's up, Elfman? How you doing, my guy? Century is ready? Is Chicago ready? We got boys in here again? Yo, this man's... I want to see what Lego is running, but I don't want to give it away, man. Oh, you gave me oh, it's your tea. Thank you. I'll take that tea for 40 seconds, dude. What a tea party. I have a conduit now. We got this, Billy. I believe. You played that one really well. Let me save that. Ready? Okay, cool. Here we are. Here we go. Man, we're getting some real long duels tonight, man. A really long one. Oh, I like your mount, by the way. I want that thing. I haven't gotten it yet. I need to go do more necrotic wakes for my weekly keys, man. Maybe if my guildies are up this week, I'll be down. Actually, I don't like the song as much. Is it just me? I'm gonna skip it. I want to get something better. Wait, no. I got a better song, chat. I got a better song. I like this one a lot. Dude, this song goes hard. I like it a lot. I'm trying to get the tooltips to disappear, by the way. Alright, cool. Now we should be good to go. Twitch. Who do we got today? We got ourselves Big Hots over in Team 1. Wuskuchan as a Shadow Priest. We got Elfman as Athelman. We got Archetype as well as Copyfin. We got ourselves Chicago over in Team 2. See if we're going to be first up as an Arcane Mage. Dropping down random phrasing. Looks like he had a good thought process of, hey, I should probably drop an orb to the left of me because there's a feral sneaking right on top of him. Immediate trigger by Seavark with an interrupt onto Big Hots as they go for a convoke. Gonna be some Souls Barrage coming out for Seavark. And they are gonna have to play it very, very defensively. Got himself the images, and they're gonna be making their approach towards Big Hots. Might even be able to get a couple frostbolts, keeping him in combat, which is good for Seavark. Not letting the kitty catch a reset. But the next time Big Hots gets himself a convoke, Seavark, unless he has like a trinket or rise block or something for it, or maybe Alter Time or Temporal, he won't really have a way to really deal with it. Gonna be Gladiator's Devouring Malediction. What is this trinket? Dropping down a big Devouring Bolt over at Big Hots. It does give him a little bit of healing reduction. I think it more tries to remove your shields. That's an interesting trinket. You know what that trinket looked like? It looked like one of those Devourers, you know, the blue things, the blue beasts. You know, the ones that are like in Castle Nothway, it was one of the bosses, it was a big devourer. Like they have the same blue, like sloshy animation for all their abilities. That's what that looked like. I was wondering, like, why is it called Devourers, and that's why. Cool effect. I just don't think it's going to do anything against Big Hots. But I like Seawork trying out some other PvP trinkets. I think anybody else that has a shield, like a Fleshcrafter, that would be a big shield for it. Gonna be Iceblock for Seawork, ASUS full convoke for Big Hots, and Seawork is gonna have to get aggressive here. Gonna be the Ursula keeping him in place, so we are seeing the Big Hots playing the Restoration Affinity. This is gonna be Seawork trying to see if we can keep him at range, so just keep him at arm's length as possible. Gonna be an interrupt miss by Big Hots. Seawork does go for full Bone Boy form. Try to see if he might be able to max out the damage onto Big Hots. Needs to catch back up to him. Maybe somehow Nova him. Does need to go for a touch of the magic at some point or another. Just try to stay with Big Hots as best as he can. Get himself the ultra time in case needed. Maybe blasting him with Arcane Blast. Wait, huge damage out of Seawork. Is going to have ultra time putting him back unless he cancels it. Big barrages. More missiles flying. Arcanosphere. Does he catch it? Looks like Big Hots out in the open. Tries to get himself a heal. But Seawork does end up missing it by a hair. With a big bowling ball of just arcane damage. That was so close. Gonna be a cyclone on the Kevin Slime. As Big Hots is gonna get barraged from the other corner. At least Seawork is not letting him catch any kind of resets or anything. Gonna be that snake form with a soul shape. Might be able to catch a C reset this time around. No, Seawork blinks in. Again, being super aggressive. Nova looks like Big Hots does catch himself a reset. And he's just cuddling in a corner. It's like, yo, I'm gonna back up out of that completely. Seawork is ready for him. He's like, yo, come at me. It looks like Big Hots got himself a full reset. Man, that was a lot of damage out of Seawork, though. That was a lot of potential damage that sadly didn't go anywhere, because I would expect some massive bursts. Seawork is trying to be proactive, picking up the eye, which is going to be pretty bad for Big Hots. I was thinking Hots was going to get in there and try to get a stun. Maybe Seawork by now has a trinket. So then for Big Hots, going for the full-on convoke might not be a great idea. As it is a barrage from Seawork, keeping Big Hots low on health. As Big Hots going into bear form, Fleshcraft, does he go for an interrupt? Does try to go for a bash and then a skull bash after. So a little bit of a weird way of going about it, but he did choose his choices. Gonna be a barrage around the corner to touch matters on Big Hots. It's 80% more damage done to Big Hots if Seawork is running the tier set, the 2-piece tier set bonus. Seawork is just trying to keep barrages on Big Hots, trying to keep him slow. Big Hots not really doing enough power shifting to stay mobile. Trying to get a leap on the Seawork, but he bails out of it immediately. I don't know if it was all the time or maybe just a blink or anything. Gonna be an Ursus trying to keep him place, but Seawork got plenty of slows for Big Hots. This man's is gonna have to start power shifting as best as possible. It's gonna be Devourer's Anima. Let's see if I can say with the main trinket for that convoke. Interrupts immediately. Barrage on top of Hots. Let's see if I can have himself full arcane power ready in case he wants to use it. Was that a Arcanosphere just now? I think it might have been Arcanosphere trying to see if he can hit Big Hots with it. But you have no idea if he is going to be able to get himself another in future. I don't really know who's winning this duel actually. It's so difficult to tell Big Hots. So difficult. When is patch coming out? We have no idea, Scorpion. No clue for now. No official date, or a lot of guesses, but no official date. We think maybe February or I don't think it's March. Or maybe Feb. Somebody in the stream said maybe end of this month, beginning of the next month, potentially. I think it's possible, but I can see him hold until Feb, until like to make sure the development and polish is all there. I can see him kind of hold it off for until then. But it'd be kind of weird if it was in March. I mean, I guess it could be, right? We never really know. Big Hots still in there, still surviving. We are hitting that 5 minutes, 2% dampening. So Big Hots and Seawork are kind of doing a bit of a dance with one another. The rest of these boys aren't going to have a lot of healing by the time that these two are done with. This might be just an all-in brawl of just sending in as much damage as you can, going in full ham, full dam. Gonna be a Deathborn with a touch of magic. Big Hots ain't going anywhere though. Might be in trouble. Might put him behind this way. Big barrage onto him. Does have a wall rolling. Gonna be a bigger Arcanosphere for Seawork. Does he get it? He needs to make sure he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss it for a second. It's like Big Hots went to the left, then to the right. Nice jukes for him. Gonna be a full flash cup for Seawork, as Arcane power is gonna be down. I don't know if you can catch up to Big Hots again. It is going to be that one of the images, as well as Kevin Slime spinning a Big Hots, not letting him get a proper reset. Seawork out in the open. I think he wants to lure the Feral away from the pillar if possible. Trying to clip him with an Arcable on one side, with a barrage on the other. Stun with a convoke up and running. Going to be an ice block. Seawork just trying to make sure that Big Hots just does not get any any convokes at all. No value out of them whatsoever. Tempo up for Seavark, got himself another shield. Touch of the Magi, can he make someone work here? Gonna be the Pharaoh backing up onto this. As soon as you see the Touch of the Magi, he treats it with super seriousness. Gonna be a big Touch of the Magi set up with a barrage to follow. Big Hots is still alive, plenty of healing for him. Maybe Seavark can still steal some Hots off of him. I don't know if he's playing Guardian Infinity. He's Resto, so he's Ursal's. He's Ursal's, therefore he is Resto. Seavark just continued to barrage him, just not letting it. He's not really committing the biggest damage ever. It's kind of like tickling him, just making sure he can't really play, making sure he can't get aggressive, always playing defensive, which is good for Seavark. Worst to worst, try to hit him with a Hemisphere, did not quite hit him, but the barrage is going to connect. Big Hots is going to whittle it down little by little. Polymorph not quite connecting. Bounce to Seavark, finally goes for a Convoke, going to be immediate trinket for Seavark with a Nova. And he does take a bit of damage from Big Hots, a bit of bleeds as well. Going to be a blink as he tries to go for a poly. Big Hots back in the cat form. And Seavark trying to make sure he doesn't get interrupted on Arcane ever. Big Hots just sees himself a little bit more heal, a little bit more damage. Does have Berserk available. Seavark trying to see if he can hit him with the Devourer Trinket. Does actually necrotic a portion of his health, which is not as effective as a malediction chain, but it does do work. Seavark actually set up a bit of deal. I'm surprised actually by the burst. Kind of surprised. I did not think Seavark was gonna have big burst there. I didn't see anything barrage or any kind of like Arcana Sphere set up. I guess he just whittled him down and Big Hots fell behind on healing, tried to go for healing. A little bit of the aquatic did help Seavark, and then it was enough just to push the Feral over. Huh. Okay, that was a long duel between the two though. Neither one wanted to go down. Seavark played it as well as he could. Played it as carefully as he could with the Feral. Didn't go, yeah, he tried to go in for the big all-ins, but with a Feral with constant mobility, he missed a couple of good Arcana Spheres, which definitely sent him behind. Copperfin Flesh kept getting burnt through really quickly. Is playing out the enhancement this time around with Ghost Wolves. Seavark is getting some blasts in there, some more missiles around the corner. Gonna be that, not grounding totem, but a healing totem? Healing stream totem, which is, I think, worth killing nowadays, because the healing stream totem does give the shaman better healing for next few spells. I don't know if that buff retains or if it goes away when the totem is dead, but it's definitely worth removing at this point. Gonna be a Deathborn Elf for Seavark, trying to go for a follow to Copperfin. Gonna be touching the Magi to follow. It's gonna blast out that totem out of there. Maybe Seavark is the biggest burst available. That is Magi. That is Deathborn. That is a lot of opportunity here. It could do a lot of damage as long as he goes in for as many Arcane Blasts as possible. That's where Seavark can really get himself a lot of damage ramped up. If Copperfin sends out Ghost Wolves for a second, for example, Seavark can just start blasting Ghost Wolves while he's seeing Copy, build up that big Magi damage, because in Deathborn, you start out with 50% extra damage spell power, but every time you cast Arcane Blast, Fireball, or Frostbolt, you gain 1% more damage. And if you have a couple of targets to hit, since you cleave for free as a Deathborn, you can get yourself quite a bit of free damage from 50% to 20% to 30% pretty quickly. Gonna be triple mages, gonna be quick interrupt on the Seavark. What's that? Look like a hex, but it's just Deathborn falling apart. Looks like Seavark did end up using up all of his images in order to reduce some of the damage taken. Does him some big go, potentially big damage, maybe Arcane Power, Arcane Barrage, missiles, maybe a huge jam. I think he's just trying to see if he could bait out a grounding totem out of Copy, but look, or rather, a grounding totem, but no, yes, it is grounding. Okay, for some reason I confuse Earthbind and grounding all the time, so it is grounding totem. You know why I confuse it? Because when I think of Earthbind, I think like, oh, you ground the enemy to the ground, like throwing him down. Seavark having to pop an ice block. There's going to be a little bit of heal recovery as we hit in that 10-minute mark, 32% dampener, and Copperfin just not really giving him that much opportunity to recover. So far being really aggressive, but Seavark CC has been on point. Hasn't had the biggest burst possibilities because that is a shaman, but he is at it really close. With the fact that he's not rolling for the triple shield legendary, his offensive has been really good. CC is giving him enough survivability in order to be able to live Copy. Gonna be a big Arcana Sphere. Copy trying to go for Static Totem, doesn't quite get Seavark out of it. It looks like Seavark does end up killing it. Sunder missing it, and Copy is caught up behind a little bit on health. Next time Copy can get himself a Fleshcraft, I think Seavark could use a Devouring, which actually would, I think, consume the shield that Copperfin has and increase the amount of necrotics on Copy. So for Seavark, if he weighs that trinket, saves it for the next Flashcraft, that might be not a bad idea, honestly. Gonna be Ghost Wolves attacking him. Does not have the Deathborn in order to max up the damage of that big Deathborn damage increase. Otherwise, that would be pretty cool to see. This is gonna be Seavark trying to see if he can bow out away from Copy. so far doing a decent job getting away. Quick sprint for Copy just to get himself out of the slows. So we're trying to land a polymorph onto Copyfin and is able to hit him with the magic. Maybe some big damage right here. Arcanosphere getting set up. Does he have the biggest burst? He definitely should be expecting a grounding totem in time. No grounding totem just yet. The Seaver just going for big damage. He just went in to hit him with a what is it? Hit him with an arcane, with a fire blast, just in case it was going to be a grounding totem. But Copy just sees the big old canosphere and he's like, you know what? I think I'm okay. I'm not even going to drop down a grounding. And I think it's a bit of that mind games because Seaver is like, okay, I'm going to do orb, but I'm not going to commit the barrage because that barrage is going to get eaten into Arcanosphere for sure. Or for sure. There goes the Devourer Malediction. It's gonna, I think it's supposed to remove the shields. Does it not? It looks like it did some necrotics, even though the shields are up. Maybe they changed it. I was pretty sure that was the trinket that was supposed to convert the shields into a necrotic. Or at least a lot of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it did do work, but it just doesn't completely convert the full shield. It just does like majority of that shield. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Ultra time for Seaver just to keep himself alive. As Copyfin continued to put pressure on him. Quick Invis by Seaver. Got himself Deathborn. Get interrupted on Shadow. Seaver can maybe make something happen. Gonna be polying to Copyfin. Looks like there's gonna be grounding totem. Touching the Magi is gonna be gone into the wind, which is super unfortunate. Gonna be a knockback by Seaver. Looks like he's gonna wait up until the next touch of the Magi. He's just gonna wait. Gonna get himself a Deathborn and everything. Get himself a little bit of procs, a little bit of missiles, get himself a huge barrage, bigger canosphere. But Copyfin, I don't think has a trinket anymore, so if Seaver can just catch a quick Invis, or just land a polymorph and shimmy around Copy, then it might be actually pretty good for a big Deathborn setup. He's definitely gonna have to cook something up. 20 seconds until he gets some massive Invis, and maybe that's what he's waiting for that massive Invis. Just wait, catch up on a little bit of health, get whatever cooldowns he can, maybe wait for Iceblock a little bit longer, trying to keep Copyfin at bay with a quick Nova. Deathborn is up, so I think this is where he wants to go for the big damage. Gonna be the totems getting killed, maybe a poly does get interrupted. No, juked interrupt, gonna be that grounding totem, trick it out of Seaver, trying to go for another poly. No, it's gonna be poly into Copyfin, trying to go for that chill magic, get himself a shield just enough in order to stay alive here. No defense to Copyfin left, unless he goes for a wall here. Might just need to go for it. Arcane blast for Seaver. This is gonna be enough though. Copyfin not even popping a wall. Big barrage. It's gonna be actually getting him so close. Seaver got no health whatsoever. Does Seaver just go down here all the time? No shields available. Quick Invis, massive miss. Let's get himself a blink with the strongest shield possible. My goodness. Dude, shamans are such a hard counter for mages. Copyfin didn't even pop a wall there until the very end. That is incredible. Seaver got himself a flesh cap, might be enough to keep him alive. Poly onto Copy, does get it. Barely any shields whatsoever. What is this? How does Seaver come back from this? I don't think it's possible. He's doing his very best. He's trying to sit down for food. It's getting a bit of recovery. Any bit you can is going to be good for you. But man, look at that hard counter. That is incredible. Actually incredible. Let's say we're trying to go for a quick Invis, but it's going to be a slow totem. Copy knows he hit him with an Earthbind somewhere. He knows he's nearby. Seaver just got himself the long Invis by the looks of it. Or maybe double Invis? Oh no, I think that was just a normal Invis. And Copy is going to eventually see him. He's going to sit down, get himself food. This is where Copy just stop immediately. Hits him with a static totem. Seaver can't really go anywhere. Gonna be the ice block, so he does get the block back. And it looked like it was inside of that keg. That totem keg. Quick interrupt onto Copy. I think on a flesh cup too. This is going to be another arcane orb out of Seaver. Trying to go for ult of time. Blinking away from Coffee. Does he still have ult of time on him? He might. Actually, I think he canceled it. I think maybe Seaver can get himself enough cooldowns in order to take down Copy here. But he's going to have to be extra careful. No health left. Not a lot of defense. 50 minutes in the duel. 61% dampening. The cards are all against him. He does have a set of images rolling on him for now. Mirror images at least. He's got those. Maybe can get him some massive viz very, very soon. Knock back real quick onto Copy as Seaver crew positions. He has some arcane power. I don't think he has Deathborn. He might have himself touching the Magi and everything else. So if he can use that by itself to take down Copy, he might just be able to do it. I believe it is possible. But it's going to be very, very difficult to pull off. Massive Viz, trying to let a poly onto Copy. Copy does not drop the grounding totem ahead of time. And Seaver actually is deciding to go for behind the pillar. Big Deathborn does get himself a proc of Deathborn. Wait, maybe he could make something work off of this? Huge proc of Deathborn. Got himself a flesh count for rolling. Going to be Copy. Have to go behind the pillar. Try to interrupt him. Seaver actually getting random procs of Deathborn by going with the Arcane Blast first. That's actually kind of crazy. That's actually kind of cheesy, but it works. It does work. So the more arcane blast he goes for, the more opportunity he has of getting Deathborn randomly for free. Temporal for a second, Seawork did use a lot of his cooldowns there. I'm not really sure if that burst went exactly as he wanted it to, but that burst went the way it did, and that's just how it is. All the time for Seawork, again, no health whatsoever. Can you find a way to get away from copy? He is surviving. He's doing a good job. No triple shield Lego. Trying to play it super aggressive, but man, is it just pressure. It's just constant pressure. As copy gets himself a bit of healing. And there goes Seawork finally sitting down for some food as copy gives himself a flesh cut. And this late into the duel, the flesh cuts are so tiny. Dude, no one's gonna get any healing out of this. Because Seawork can do this, man. I'll be impressed. Deathborn is up. Touching the Magi. Gonna be a trinket interrupt by copy. With a Sunder, so Seawork can't really go anywhere. Gladius Malediction should be able to necrotic some of the damage from copy. He's got himself Elite Blast. That still does so much damage. Even though it got no Maelstrom behind it. Or if anything, not a lot of Maelstrom. And copy maybe had some of his health necrotic out, but it's so hard to tell. More slows by Seawork, got himself images, so maybe that'll be a little bit slow. Knocked back with our cannon sphere. Frostbolts are doing a bit of work. Seawork again, he'll just try to get himself all the time. Maybe might be able to survive here a little bit longer. All the time is up. Gonna be Ghost Wolves. Oh, the Ghost Wolves I think are gonna be the end of you. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. When you're that low on health, at this high dampening, there's nothing you can do. My goodness. Snazzy is gonna be up next. Man, that was a long duel. Gotta give Seawork credit though. He played that out for as long as he could. He really maxed out and stretched out his defenses. Not a lot of them really. Except for I guess the Shaman. Even triple shield would have been a little bit easier. This right now started up on all the map for me. Oh, is he? Okay. Big burst out of Snazzy. They're taking Copyfin down. Man, that's rough. Flesh cut out of Scooton next. This is going to be Verse and Snazzy. Man, we still have Team 1 and Team 2. A lot of the boys here that need a chance to play. Man, cheap shot onto Scooton. Snazzy trying to see if he might be able to blast him out. Going to be touching the Vampiric Touch by Scooton. This is getting full dots up and running. Stun onto Snazzy. No more Cloak Shadows by the Rogue. Got himself full set of pets. They're going to be Snazzy with a Shadow Meld escaping. That's really good. Does he get himself a sipping cup with the Curian? Because at least he can remove the DPs if he has any DPs on him. Sap with the Scooton, so at least he was able to ignore a lot of the bursts out of the Shadow Priest. So Snazzy might be able to get back in. The Mages of the Dead is still nearby, but looks like it is going to be disappearing as Scooton is going to attack. Snazzy taking out that Siphon very quickly, just 2 globals. It's going to be the big burst coming up onto Scooton. Does he have the big Vanish burst with it together? No trinket available. Interrupt Scooton on the Shadow. Could be really good for him. Does he have the Eviscerance he needs? It's going to be dispersed for Scooton, but no dampening at this point. No more healing. Scooton has himself the big defensive with this burst, but he has almost no healing with it this late into the game. Snazzy should be able to take him out in a single cheap shot, Shadow Strike, and Eviscerate. There it goes. And it does end up taking him out. It was basically MC bug the entire gear duel. Oh, that might just be PTR things then. Yeah. Is it Elfman or is it Archie next? Looks like it might be Archie or Elfman. Either one. Is it Elfman? Oh, maybe Archie? Sunders him? Sunders the Rogue as the Rogue is like, hey, which one am I dueling? He's like, me. Gonna be a cheap shot onto Archie. He did shrink it, I think, the kidney shot, and there was a cheap shot Snazzy to try to see if he can get away. Dude, this Shadow Steps with this man. Utilize the smoke bomb and Shadow Steps so you try to stay away from Archie as much as possible. Quick DFA. But Snazzy does not even escape for a while. Minded advantage here. 3, 2, 1. Does he do it? He does do it as Archie tries to see if he can get him out of there. His advantage offensively, mine feels bad, but you kind of have to do it sometimes. Get a shot as he got himself a big trick at Archie. If he gets stunned up, oh, Archie does end up taking him down, but Quan is going to be up next. Blinking in, Ring of Frost is up. He's going to try to go for a fireball. Archie does get interrupted. Phage's fusion, going to get interrupted at this high dampening. 92, you ain't healing. So Archie better do the most damage you can. Barely blast you the way. Meteor coming down, but even need the Meteor. Elfman is the last one left, trying to Ashen Hollow into the enemy team. Kron does have Icebox, so at least he got an immunity. Gonna be Elfman canceling that Ashen just so he can gain that versatility buff. Stone onto Kron, it's gonna go for Human Rachel out of it. Elfman, if he has himself that range, then he could take him out pretty quickly. Cauterize is gonna be the last thing that is gonna get him up and running. Icebox barely healing ya. It maybe is inching your health up little by little once in a while, but it's actually not even healing anymore. It's just this high dampening, just doesn't even do anything. Grubeth into Elfman. Oh, I think he might have had a global there in between. But a Ring of Frost might put him in a bad spot. Kyrian, Raiden Spark. Elfman just needs to end the duel right now. Bubbles it out. And it's going to be a big hammer into Kron. I think it was going to be either Lazy Purr or Chicago. It looks like Chicago is going to be up next. Elfman just burned his immunity, trying to get whatever healing he can. But you ain't getting healed much, my guy. You ain't getting any kind of healing. You got whatever defenses you got. Shield of Vengeance, dude, popped so quickly. I don't even know when he used it. Big blast, but Chicago does have a wall, so at least Chicago has a better defensive here in order to be able to survive it. 40% damage reduction is huge. As we got full dampener game. Man, that was a long one, dude. 20 minutes on that one. Are you kidding me? Crazy. Crazy. Does it use to balance a bit more classes low? There's a ton of specs that we did not see one time have winning streak for ages. That's true. I agree with you on that. I think a lot of the class tuning comes after they implement the tier sets, the legendaries, the raids, the fights, the dungeons, the M+ affix, all that stuff. I think the tuning generally comes afterwards. So I wouldn't be super like distraught. Like, man, why haven't they yo, what's up, Knuckles? How you doing, my guy? How you doing, fam? I wouldn't be super distraught about them not tuning everything yet. That generally happens at the very end of like PTR cycle. So they'll be tuning. I think they just put the stuff out. They're seeing what's broken, seeing what's overperforming, what's underperforming, and I'm trying to tune classes as they go. Because they are receiving data, they are receiving feedback. They're actually doing a pretty decent job of communicating back and forth on all their thoughts about all these things too. So at least that's been pretty good. Man. Do you know what that trinket was a plan supposed to do? It seems to be useless. Man, I don't remember. Can you link it to me, Seavark? Is that Oblivion? That might be Obliv. Hold on. Is he running the same trinket as you are? So that trinket, so one of the trinkets originally was supposed to be a trinket that absorbs, that basically does damage to their shields. More damage to shields rather than health. The bigger their shields, it's supposed to devour their shields and put a healing reduction cooldown on, like a malediction effect on them. So I'll drain absorption from all nearby enemies over 13 seconds. Okay, so I think you're supposed to stay in melee of them, right? You're supposed to stay close to them to drain absorbs. And then the bigger the drain is, the more damage you do as a healing reduction on them. So I think it's supposed to be you gotta be in melee of them. So it's all nearby enemies over 3 seconds. So I think you gotta be in a range of them, like next to them melee. So if you, let's say you find somebody with Fleshcraft, you gotta be on top of them. I know it's counterintuitive, but like let's say Skoogar over here, got himself Fleshcraft, Death Pact, all that stuff. You gotta be on top of him, draining it, and then blast him in frontal. It'll always be a frontal, so just make sure to aim it at the very end of it, or at the very end of that cast of that spell. At least I think that's how it's supposed to work. I was laying on him, but it was only like 15k. It's a waste of 3 seconds. It honestly might be. It might be a little undertuned. I think it might be a little bit undertuned. Honestly. What's up, Rods? How you doing, my guy? Hope you have a good one. You have Obliv on EU? That's a different guy? Oh, is it a different guy? That's not the same Obliv? That's Oblivion? Oh, okay. Hey. How you doing, Rods? You ready to kick my ass again? Yeah, it's a 3-minute CD. It might be pretty annoying. That's wave. It might be didn't go off. Oblivion is not the Obliv one bang? Okay. So Sentry is ready. Chicago, let me know when you're ready, and we'll be good to go for another 5V5 1v1, yeah? Yo, I love seeing all these boys out here dueling, man. I also love how many people are constantly at the vendors on the in Orbos. There's constantly swarmed by players, dude. Dude, the other day when they were doing raid testing, PTR servers apparently had a queue time, which is kind of nuts. I don't think they've ever had a queue time, but I could be wrong. But I think that's what happens when you have a PvP vendor or like a gear vendor where anybody and everybody can just pop on, check out the gear, try it out, give it all a go. You know? They should do that more often in the future. I remember they used to do that back in MOP, and I remember there was a lot of people on PTR servers PvP and dueling one another with like the, PvP gear. That was pretty cool back then. Shamu was fighting on top of himself, 80% damage, ridiculous. It is a lot of healing, isn't it? I want to play threes. What do you currently recommend? Paladin, Druid, or Demon Hunter? Cheers. Chat, what would you guys recommend? I think Paladin for Retribution or Holy for healing, if you're comfortable healing, are pretty good right now for PvP. Druids is a feral. You could probably pair with a Hunter and a healer and you'll be doing pretty well. Or you could play Boomy and play like a caster cleave of sorts. Demon Hunter isn't bad in specific compositions, but Demon Hunters are squishy, so I don't know how like comfortable you are playing a class that's going to be as maybe potentially the kill target, but they are pretty squishy. Demon Hunter is probably easiest. Yeah, chat, give them recommendations. Necro DH, Boomy in threes is the second best comp in the game. Ooh, Necro DH, well, we got some ideas here. Maybe Demon Hunter is better. I guess Necro does give you a little more survivability, doesn't it? Because the constant demons you get to slay and the flesh cut is kind of big. Alright, Central Chicago. Getting your boys back in here. Let's go. Necro DH is unkillable. That's true. If they get a lot of the demon procs, it's massive. Although really strong right now, but I'll play Demon Hunter. Oh, Chads are coming in Demon Hunter. I'm so used to Demon Hunter being squish. But I did notice that a lot of them are Necrolord now on in Arena. I was thinking it was going to be a lot of Night Fae, but I guess it makes sense. Huh. I mean, I know that the heal from Necrolord is good, like you've seen it in duels. It's just not consistent. But I guess like you either get a heal from the demon, or you get a heal from a healer. And I guess that'll be enough to keep you alive. Which makes sense. I'll take the chat's opinion on that one. I'll have them refer. I'll take the chat's reference there, yeah? BM Hunter is easy, good in threes. That's true. But he said Pallet Druid or Demon Hunter, so I guess out of those ones. The current legendary for druids that make things like Necro DH so broken. Oh, yeah. Because of versatility. Yeah, I think you get both each other Versa. That's actually kind of nuts when you think about it. What a composition. We begin a Versa. Survivability, 8% more Versa or something, right? Think out Mario, the leg is broken? That's huge. Alright, let's get another one up and running, boys. Yeah, let's get another duel rolling. Twitch. We got ourselves team one together with Knuckles as a Demon Hunter. We got ourselves Skoogar in the back as a Warlock. Alpha gonna be first up. We got ourselves Archetype as well as Copyfin on team 2. We got ourselves Chicago. In the back we got Kron. In the back we got Lazy Purr. We got ourselves Snazzy as well as Seavar. Gonna be going for a polymorph for the Elfman. Hit him with Arcana Sphere, maybe the biggest one-shot burns. Elfman with a Shield of Vengeance. Gonna be Seavark with an Arcane Blast, Double Blast, Triple Blast. Elfman super low, big barrage. Elfman does go for a bit of recovery. Gonna be a little bit of missiles flying for Seavark. As Elfman got himself a Hodge, just to go behind the pillar and be a bit of reset. Seavark did have a lot of bursts there available. Man, that's actually quite a lot of bursts out of Seavark. Actually kind of massive when you think about it. Crazy. Elfman is going to be kind of chilling over for the far side. Needs to get up close and personal with Seavark to try to get an interrupt. Going to be that Ashen. Elfman is going to get the big burst out of the Ashen. Going to be quick convinced by Seavark. He knows there's an altar time available, and he could pour it out altar time anytime he wants it. Is going to pour back into his Rune of Power. Elfman get blasted out by his Arcane Blast. Interrupted on Shadow. Actually, could be pretty bad for Elfman. Unless he's careful, he's going to go for a lot of self-healing. Looks like he was able to bank up a bit of Holy Power. Got him some wings, and he's using the wings defensively just to live. Touch and Magic gonna set up by Seavark with an Arcana Sphere. Does give himself a big go potentially. Maybe like a pseudo good go. Arcane Blast, try to see if he might be able to get himself a proc of the Necrolord. The Deathborn form. Trinkets out of that stun immediately. Elfman finds himself kind of low on health. Ashes in. Man, if only the Paladin tier set worked. I imagine those extra Wake of Ashes, if the tier set was a little more consistent, would be amazing. But I don't think Elfman is using a tier set. I think he's playing versatility better. Oh, what the? Was that even a barrage? I think it was just a touch of the Magi. I think we just see where he blasted him out and the touch of the Magi just collapsed on him. My goodness. Honestly, I'm not even sure what killed him. Was it touch of the Magi? Because touch of the Magi does accumulate some of the damage until it just blasts and crushes the target. It also does put a debuff with a 2-piece tier set where you do 80% more damage to that target, which is a nutty debuff. Gonna be another repoly onto Skoogar, and Seavark is gonna be able to get a couple Arcane Blasts off of the pet, get himself a little bit of Runic Power, Holy Power. I said literally everything but Arcane Power. God, Arcane Charges. But he's building up some charges. I think he's actually focusing on the pet quite a bit. I might be just trying to kill the pet first. It looks like he does kill the Felguard. Gonna be a second one summoned up. Is that a real Felguard? I think he just resummoned one with a Feldom. So Seavark is gonna have to work this other one down. Skoogar better back it up. He actually is trying to go for touch of the Magi on that pet. No way. Gonna be Arcana Sphere. Should be able to hit Skoogar as well as the pet. I think the pet does get clipped by it. And Skoogar still holding onto his flesh scarf, still holding onto the shield. So it should be A-okay for now. Seavark just trying to find himself a better opportunity here. A better positional, a better angle, and maybe one for some cooldowns. Speaking about cooldowns, he actually does have himself flash cut back up. So that's a good defensive. He has Arcane Power in 10 seconds. And that could be an opportunity for Skoogar to maybe go for CC chains. Seavark is super far away, but oh, that Mortal Coil sends him in a perfect line of sight where even the pet can stop him. Might be, oh, there goes that interrupt. Seavark is gonna have to deal with 2 of those. The second one is gonna be from the pet. Unless he lets that pet just stun him. Skoogar blinking on top of porting on top of Seavark, trying to go for whatever instant cast he's got. Seawork just trying to build up himself a little bit of rocket power charges. Gonna be a full Arcana Sphere. Knocking back Skugor. Does get himself big shields. Gonna be interrupted on that shadow. Stun from the pet was really early. So actually, Seawork, I think he's just gonna focus on the pet. Looks like he's gonna go for touch the magic to Skugor. No way for him to stop him. No pets available. Trying to go for maybe fear. Seawork can just blink it away. Just go behind the pillar. Just trying to ignore the fears as best as possible. Continue just to get whatever damage he can to Skugor. Does not even for this flash gun. Just continue to get as much damage as he can. Trying not to get interrupted on his arcane. But he's slowly but surely blasted through that shield. Should be able to interrupt that pet summon. Gonna be Arcane Blast off of the Kevin Slime. Looks like Kevin is disappearing. Gonna be another Poly. Does Seawork go for a Cannon Sphere? No, looks like he's gonna go for Arcane Blast over on the Mage with the Orb, with the missiles. Again, trying not to get interrupted as best as he can. Someone Felguard definitely is gonna have an interrupt for it. Blink into an interrupt. Dude, not even letting him play. The Warlock is behind. He needs to get his spell up and running. He needs to do something. He needs some sort of CC or just needs to use wall. Find a way to just deal with Seawork. Maybe just throw him in a fear. Mortal Call. Maybe just to fear him. Seawork actually, out of the Mortal Call, did it Trinket? Shadow Fury? Oh, hits up with the Polymorph before that. Seawork doesn't have the biggest burst, but that's going to be a Dark Pack for Skugor. He's going to get himself a shield. I don't know what pet he has sacrificed for the shield. Maybe one of the imps. But he is should be sacrificing one of his... Normally you sacrifice 8 pets. I guess your main commanding pet's health in order to get a shield. But I think he basically sacrificed his own health for that Dark Pack shield. Try to get another Felguard up and running. And summon back up. Gonna be Flesh Cap. Immune to fear. Seawork actually put himself in a great position. Immune that fear. Gonna be some Arcane Blast. Maybe Skugor can go for an interrupt. It's gonna just destroy these imps. And Skugor. Oh, Seawork does get himself big blast with the Deathborn. Got himself Arcane Power rolling as well. Gonna be Decimated Bolt onto the Mage. But Skugor, he's trying to get Shadow Bolts in. He's got some random pets getting summoned up. But those things are not going to be as good as a Felguard. Big barrage on Seawork trying to make the most damage happen. Does he have a big PIs? Or rather, palms? Presence of Mind for big Arcane Blast? I don't think he does. Both of them are kind of low. Skugor does get himself a pet resummon. Was that a Felguard? That might have been with a Feldom. I'm not sure if he did get Feldom back or not. But Seawork with an Invis, big barrage and all those pets. It looks so awesome. Flash kept getting interrupted. Look at all those imps just getting blasted. He has a lot of pets, but he can't go for like a Tyrant or anything. Gonna be the Arcana Sphere. Skugor slowed down. Oh, it does port it. He does try to juke it. Well done. Seawork is kind of low in health himself. Gets in about half-ish. That pet is finally in play. Can go for the Axe Toss. So it's gonna be something for Skugor to worry about. Also not worrying about his pet's health as well. He has all those imps behind him. He has all those pets back there. Also, how do you accumulate that many imps? How are they not disappearing by now? Mortal Call into Seawork, try to go for Decimated Bolt. Stun around the corner. Skugor is going to have to re-Decimated Bolt if possible. It's going to send in even more Demon Doggos. I don't think this guy is running tier set. Maybe he's running tier set for the triple dogs, but that's about it. Seawork again with a Deathborn, 50% more damage. Could just go blasting out the pets. Gonna be the Tyrant joining into the fight. Skugor is trying to keep his main Felguard pet alive. And Seawork is harassing the pet. Now chooses to harass Skugor instead. Touching the magic, blink and run, and big barrage. Skugor, oh! I think he actually set him on fire with a fire blast at the end. Just snapped his fingers and the man combusted. This Arcane Mage doing work. Gotta be Knuckles up next. Quick Imprison onto Seawork. Are we playing a, what kind of I was gonna say Necrolord? Demon Hunter maybe? No, Venthyr. Was that a Venthyr? That was so Venthyr. Definitely needs to get an IBM on Seawork. Gonna get interrupted. Oh, maybe he can go for a Metamorphosis. Stun Seawork, get himself another IBM. He definitely needs to get himself an IBM if he wants to go for like a full dot damage onto Seawork. But it is also gonna be the brand. If you can extend the brand, that's gonna not only reduce the cast time of Seawork's abilities. Oh, Knuckles going in for a Metamorphosis, but not on top of Seawork. Just kind of going using Metamorphosis in place. That is going to lose him out on Silver Band usage, which is going to be super unfortunate. Slow down, can't really do much. Having to waddle towards Seawork, try to see if he can find him, but he can't really go anywhere. Try to go for yet another I-beam, but he's just getting interrupted over and over. Man. Knuckles trying to see if he can charge in, close the gap. Seawork does get a big Deathborn and just collapses. The big touch of the Magi. Or like a slap of the Magi. What the? Arhi's gonna be up next. There's no way. I don't know if Seawork has enough here to beat Arhi. Like so far for Seawork, he's done a fantastic job. Incredible job of trying to survive as best as he can as an Arcane Mage versus all these shamans, but that seems to be such a hard counter class for him. It's got absorb. It's got not absorb. It's got purges, so you can just remove his buffs completely. He got wall. He got earth elemental. He got range damage. He got a ranged interrupt. He got so many interrupts. It's not even funny. Poly by Seawork, try to see if he can might be get a CC onto Archie. He does have a grounding totem that stops, or also grounding totem that will just stop a lot of the bursts out of Seawork. Also, he has interrupts like Sunder, as well as a stun totem. But if he goes Sunder into a stun, that can be pretty deadly. It's just mini interrupts in between. Seawork just can't even get a cast off. Try and do best he can. Finally gets a poly. Gonna be Arcana Sphere. And Archie just trinkets out of it and interrupts Seawork. Hits him with the LE blast and just disrespects him with a Sunder at the end. There's only so much you can do. Wait, what happened to Team 2? The whole Team 2 just bailed. Looks like Lazy Purr is going to get in there, try to see if he can take down Archie. Archie with that wall, trying to get as much healing as he can, but that's going to be full dots rolling on him with a tier set for Lazy Purr. Got himself the big Berserk bleed on top of the Kyrian Burst, trying to get the back-to-back bites. Man, the whole Team 2 left. I think they were expecting for Seaver to be able to 1v5 it, huh? Damn. And Archie trying to get himself a bit of Maelstrom. We're only at 30% dampening, which is a pretty high dampening, but for Shaman, yeah, man. It's not that high. He has plenty of healing. Doesn't really have the Maelstrom in order to top himself off, though. Might be in a bit of trouble. Definitely needs the Maelstrom together with that healing stream totem. Does not get the Maelstrom at all, as Lazy Purr does lock him down with the damn. Lazy Purr finally has his conduits working too. So prior to this, he didn't really have a working conduit. So now his damage should be a little bit better. I don't know what conduits you would run as a Feral, but I guess anything that does you damage, right? Anything and everything that does you damage. Try to see if he can get out of the static link totem, but he can't copy. He's playing out that Necrolord enhancement. Big zaps onto Lazy Purr, which is going to send him behind a little bit. Trying to get himself a bit of healing. As he's playing the Restoration Affinity. Going to be the rejuves, regrowths, and swift mends. Maybe even a wild growth in order to keep himself topped off. Just trying to keep himself alive as best as possible. And Copy just putting in pressure onto Lazy. Lazy barely any health. Does get himself Thorns as well as Big Kyrian Burst. Copy from the Earth Shaman. There's going to be a stun to Copy. Going to be a trinket for it. And Lazy is going to have to go for a bit of a reset. Does have a wall if he needs to. Looks like he tried to go for a reset. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from the Earth Elemental as well as the Shaman. That's a lot of mobility out of the two. Earth Elemental is pretty persistent. The Shaman is also not going to let you go anywhere. Interrupt the Copy on nature. Does Copy have a Fleshcraft? That's another question. Will Copy begin a Fleshcraft sometime soon? Lazy Purr trying to go for a big Mamo to Copy. Maybe he could go for back-to-back bites. Copy does get himself a bit of recovery, 40% dampening, but it's still healing a ton. I think even without an Earth Shield totem or Earth Shield. But it's kind of nuts. Dropping down the healing stream in order to get him some sub-survivability. Going to be a stun totem missed by Lazy as he's just been trying to get out of the static totem. Just getting booped around the chain. That is so rough. And Copy trying to continue healing himself as best as possible, trying to keep himself topped off as much as he can. Fleshcraft get a quick intro, but Lazy. Does Lazy have enough damage here? Berserk is back up, full bleeds. Copy, do you survive this with a wall with May? Man, that bleed the damn out of the kitty. That is a lot, dude. I think Teamwork and Lazy are just a one-man, two-man show right here. The rest of the team too about like, oh, he's probably got a 1v5. But you were like, you know what? No. I'll let Lazy play as well. Man. Alrighty, boys. Oh, man. I'm getting to the point where... I'm playing Arcane Call, by the way. Oh, Barrage is additional. Oh, you're playing the Exica Barrage. Yo, why don't you play the other Barrage? Yo, Seavark, seriously. Consider, I know you like your Deathborn, consider Kyrian. Because you can go missiles. Big Barrage for 80k. Literally 80k right now. It's actually kind of nuts. You really got to give it a try right now. It's been the best luck for Arcane for a while now. Hit the probably 50k, all the Barrage isn't good. You don't think so? Dude, no. Wait. You also can get, okay. Another thing you guys can do in Ouroboros. There's a guy that sells you a tier set, right? And there's a guy that sells you your trinkets, like your PvP trinkets, the cheesy, the weird ones. So that guy, the Troran next to you, tier set guy, he'll sell you some trinkets, like new PvP trinkets and stuff. Right? Oh yeah, Purge, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Purge, I forgot about that. So yeah, that would probably suck. But if you're playing... if you could check the vendor, he has an item called Conduits for free. So if you're behind on Conduit levels, you'll boost them. And actually, they upgraded him recently. He gives you 265 item level Conduits now. So that actually amps up some of your conduits even bigger. So with the Kyrian, you know how the spark, it buffs the spark damage stacking. So with a 265 atom of a spark conduit for the Kyrian mage, it's a 19% damage amp per stack. So, right? So 19% per stack. So as a 4 spell, 19 times 4, you're looking at close to roughly, what is it? If it was 20%, it would be like 80% damage increase. It's huge. It's massive. It's a pretty big gain. Oh, it is a legendary since swap to Necro. Yeah, I don't blame you. Necro is really good though. Necro seems like it pumps. I do like your big execute burst though. I think once somebody is low on health, you basically have like the 100% guarantee to take him down. If you need one, guys, yeah. Alright, Sentry, Chicago, let me know if you guys got team ready. Look like coach, yo, get Super Dude in here. Oh, get some dude. Oh, I called you Super Dude. I'm so sorry. Again, man, this lacking hours of sleep is getting to me. Not gonna lie. Ah, man. 60% verse on one shot. Let's play with a Kyrian Feral and retail for 3s. I love Necro. Get 60% Versa. Oh yeah, with 60% Versa, that's huge. That's actually massive. When the pop cooldowns. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Kyrian Ferals also can be really good, by the way. That's massive. I love that hybridness. I like the camaraderie that you can get with a Feral. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you guys need a +1, Rod's like us making a group. If you need +1, you can get Rod in here as well if you need one. Chicago says ready. Actually, maybe not ready. Swap itself out. Change the covenant maybe. Yeah, take your time if you need to. Both Snazzy got both me and Snazzy got AFK out. That's all good. Yeah, you guys just gotta make sure, like, if you don't want to get AFK out of arena, just make sure to move from time to time. Like, it might be a good idea to keep the stream in the background or have the stream in the other monitor, but just make sure that you're moving your character from time to time, like every minute or so. I'm gonna drop so this one guy can join. Okay, so who's gonna be lead then? Chicago. Is it gonna be Seavark? Because I do have Seavark added. Should be good then. Sentry got a 4 out of 5. Yo, Rod's like, join Sentry. Sentry is Archetype, so if you message him, be like, yo, get me in there. Or yeah, get him in here, dude. Get him in here, Rods. Hopefully Rods is in. You got a plus. Yo, you get Rods in? Yo, see if you get Rods in. Are you in? Are you in, beauty? He's staring at me. He's like, aww. Dude, you look so sad. Like, did it let you in or nah? I can't tell if he looks sad, like they're not letting me play. Or like, yeah, I'm in. I can't tell. Is he out in PTR? What's up, Burn Time? Yes, today it is on PTR. Next week, we'll go back to EU and NA regional duels. But for now, we'll do PTR just because we got that double Legos. So we're testing them out, seeing what are some of the strongest builds out there. Love from Pakistan. What's up, Abraham? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one, my man. How you doing, buddy? What a place that'll make me log it on the hits again. Fair enough, yeah. Another G if you want to play. There we go, my guy. Yo, Chicago, trying to get the boys in there. Let's go. Did it get you in? Did you get in his group? The shaman? I'm asking Rods if you got him in there. 5? Oh, Seabrick is the lead. All right. Sounds good. Hell yeah, we got Rods in here. Let's go, boys, yo. Got Rods in, dude. Rods has such a sad face earlier. Just looking at me like, oh, they're not letting me play. But now they are. Yeah, we're in. Did we do it? Hold on. Do I go? Oh, Chicago. I got a Seavark. Wait, are we gonna get a new arena or a different arena? I really would love to try the Madrax arena, but I don't think that one works. By the way. Necro Paladin, even though it's strong and so weird, I'm a servant of the light will not call upon death. Dude, Necro Paladin is so good. You'll be surprised, but that thing is actually so good. Wait, this guy's name is Chiburashk? Wait, what are you? Chiburashk? Is that supposed to be Chiburashka or what? Hold on. Это Чебурашка? Hold on. Или что? Chiburashka was like a kid's cartoon back in Russia, man. Oh, okay, we got a Flashbang arena. Flashbang, watch out! Chiburashka is like a kid's cartoon from back in the day. So I don't know what Chiburashka is supposed to be, like Chiburashka or Chiburashka is something else. Sounds close enough. I'm asking him in Russian using the English letters. I don't know if he knows what I'm saying though. Yeah, probably no idea. He got no clue. He's like, what? What? I have no idea. Sorry about that, cowboys. Var in here, rods. We got some boys in here. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. We got the pally in here too. We'll see how they're doing. What's up, Daddy? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good, my guy. I'm doing good. How are you? Having some fun with the duels? Having some fun with the boys? Gonna be calling here, I think, after this duel. But otherwise, yeah, having a fantastic time on the 3 hours of sleep. Woo! I am out of it today, man. Whoa. Yeah, I might take it easy for tomorrow, honestly. Ugh. Did I save that? Yo, I'ma beat myself up in my sleep with a sock. Like, put a soap in the end of the sock and just, you know how they haze one another. Also, why the hell do they do that? Why do they do that? I'm gonna give myself a hazing if I don't record that one. Switch. Or if I don't save the audio. Ah, what's going on? Oh, what? That was weird. Oh, why do I have a loading screen? We got Rods in here as well as Var in the back. We got Elfman gonna be, well, looks like first up, but maybe try to figure out who's gonna be first or next. Archie on the bike and Copyfin in the back. And Rods playing out the Necrolord Retribution. We saw how good those guys were yesterday. I wanted to fix any of that. Gonna be Seawork trying out the Kyrian Burst. Elfman is gonna blast it out. Huge damage potentially out of Seawork. Trying to go for big damage out and running. Maybe a big barrage to follow. Trying to see if he can maybe get a couple Arcane Blasts. Elfman is just playing full defensive right now. And Seawork is going to have to back up out of there all the time. Is up, trying to get more missiles rolling. Maybe big barrages in his future. But try to go for the biggest burst from Elfman if possible. And maybe he's still playing... Wait, I wonder if he's playing the Arcane Harmony stacking Arcane Missile Legendary. Or if he's still playing that Execute Lego. Because he might have swapped to Kyrian, but still maybe playing the Execute playstyle. Which is very possible. Very probable. Gonna be a poly with a rune of power and Seawork trying to maybe get himself some damage rolling. Gonna be touching the magic with a radiant spark. Maybe a big damage. Missiles flying. Arcana Sphere. Is Elfman doesn't dodge it? He could be in trouble. Does he dodge it? Does he see it? Oh, he does dodge it. If he didn't dodge that one, that could have been a pretty hard hitter. That could have been pretty bad. Seawork is gonna be back behind the pillar. Still not playing any defensive legendary. This man is just playing super giga aggression. Hodge around the corner as Elfman waddling towards Seawork. Get himself Seraphim. Maybe he can get some damage rolling. Trinket out of Elfman, out of the Polymer. Trying to see if he can pony up maybe Hand of Freedom. Big hammers dropping in as he's swapping out to the Kyrian. Final wreck on the Seawork. Does he have the biggest damage here? Temporal up for Seawork. Might be able to get himself some healing with a quick and biz. Could go for that Kyrian sippy cup just to get himself float. He might be okay. Maybe, potentially. Elfman charging out, trying to get some damage of his own. And Seawork kind of low. Does get himself a shield. So going to be trying to land a poly all the time just in case he gets in trouble. That should imagine he's going to just alter and blink away. Maybe get himself rune of power. Arcana Sphere, potentially big dam. It's just going to go for Arcana Sphere with some missiles as well as Radiant Spark. What is this trinket that Elfman got going on? Is this like a big absorb for magic damage? Oh, and that's get blasted right through. Seawork got plenty of damage to follow. Quick and biz with another poly. Elfman trying to go for a buff. Maybe to remove whatever buff Seawork has. Maybe just to get him out of stealth, back in combat. More missiles flying now for Seawork. Does he go for the big Kyrian burst? Yeah. Potentially. He could go for it. Get him some shield. Gonna get some slows on the Elfman. Try to see if he can waddle over to Seawork, but without a Hand of Freedom, it is quite difficult. Looks like Elfman is playing a build where his judgments do give him dispels potentially, so he might be playing the big dispeller build. So whatever debuff Seawork puts on him, he could potentially dispel it. Gonna be a big final wreck. Seawork does go into Ice Block. Elfman trying to see if he can chop right through it, but his Hammer of Seraphim is not enough to break through the icy defense of Seawork. Just giving him that cold shoulder. Gonna be immediate trinket for Elfman. Is it playing adaptation? He might be. We don't get to see the trinkets that these boys are running, but he might just be adapt as a Paladino. Touching the magic for Seawork. Potentially big damage onto Elfman. Does he go for the big Kyrian burst? Kyrian Radiant Spark is up. Big missiles to follow. And trying to see if he can maybe make a big Arcana Sphere happen. Touching the magic does proc. Elfman getting blasted during that Kyrian burst. Big barrage to follow. It looks like it wasn't enough in order to really get Elfman's health low enough. Does have back-to-back barrages though, so he can keep it afloat. And Seawork just gonna have to go for the long-term call here. Long-term game. Slow into Seawork. Elfman still just walling towards him. There's only so much you can do. Only so much you can do. Another poly. Seawork is having to play a very long game here. Do as much burst as he can. Missiles flying, just trying to build up maybe for a big old arcane barrage. He does have arcane power available very, very soon. Very, very soon. Elfman's still holding on to the bubble. Seraphim is up, slowly, menacingly walking at Seavark. If only he had Venthyr, then he might be able to use that Venthyr in order to get Seavark out of the Ashen. But it's going to be a quick eye pickup against Seavark with more slows. A hand of freedom for Elfman. This is where Seavark is going to back up out of there all the time in case things go bad. Got himself that Kyrian Burst. That is going to be stunned by Elfman, who's going to be able to reduce some of the damage out of Seavark. It is going to put Seavark back into full health. But a lot of his burst is going to be kind of left out of the window. That Kyrian timed out by then. That touch of the Magi dissipated by the time he came back. So it is at least like a way for Elfman to shut him down in some way. Like even if it's a stun and you can maybe do some damage, at least you're stunning just to make sure he doesn't do damage to you. And Seavark is going to have to go for yet another Viz. Man, he's just taking sweet, sweet time taking these boys out. He's going to have to go, I think, for like the biggest lineup ever. I think that's what he has to do because arcane mages don't really have a lot of like sustained damage unless they're constantly harassing somebody. But against Elfman, he's just trying to make sure he has plenty of range, plenty of distance, just mostly focusing on slows until he gets big cooldowns, trying to go for the big all-ins. But the next all-in could be a bubble out of Elfman. Get himself a big Kyrian, trying to go for some arcane blast. Elfman does get himself a huge shield, gonna be touching the magic, disappearing. Seavark trying to see if he can maybe make some damage happen. And I don't think Seavark is playing the big barrage leg with Arcane Harmony, but I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Elfman got himself Shield of Vengeance. Looks like gonna be backing up out of it. Doesn't want to be out in the open with Seavark. Gonna be the blink around the corner. Does get the interrupt. Interesting. Seavark Elfman does. It doesn't look like he's playing Judgment. I thought he was playing Dispel Judgments, but I'm pretty sure that Nova would have been removed by now. Does he? It's hard to tell. Maybe he is playing Judgments, but maybe it's like the Nova happened at a different time. Like he Judgment, then Nova went out. Who knows? Seavark continuing to get some slows into Elfman. He's just trying to prolong this game as best possible. Got Elfman away from any pillars. Gonna be a full missile setting up. Full touch of the magic. Maybe a bubble out of Elfman. Is gonna have to bubble it. And Seavark didn't really have arcane power or anything rolling there. But he had a lot of cooldowns committed. Gonna be quick and visible. Seavark does get himself out into that consecration. Elfman just need to make sure he's stopping those polymorphs as best as he can. Another blink for Seavark. Elfman having to turn around last second. But still just trying to create some space. Just trying to get over to the guy. And Seavark just keeps harassing with missiles. What's up, Pinhead? How you doing, my guy? I hope you're having a good one, my man. Hope you're enjoying the duels. By the way, if you guys enjoyed the duels, give it a thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. Also, subscribe as well as hit the bell if you're watching the streams and videos anyway. You might as well, man. Might as well. If you're watching this stuff on a regular, might as well hit subscribe as well as hit the bell. Would very much appreciate it. Helps out the channel tremendously. I've been trying to go for the blinder to Seavark. Didn't quite work, but the stun is going to at least prevent some of the bursts. Seavark getting blasted out with huge damage out of nowhere. Is that going to be enough? Another ice buck is up. Wait, that's it really been 4 minutes? Or rather, yeah, 4 minutes for an ice buck to return? Yo! Seavark is trying to live these duels out as best as he can. Really take it into the high dampening. But so far hasn't been able to really push Elfman over the edge. He did get him kind of lowish at one point, forcing a bubble. And maybe he can go for yet another go like that. Potentially. Gotta be that not temporal, but all the time. Has a similar effect of health restoration. Arc Atmosphere versus Elfman. Does he get to go for the big burst out? Is he gonna go for big burst? Missiles flying. Maybe big damage to the Elfman. That's gonna be touching the magic, but that's gonna be Elfman popping off a new PvP shield that absorbs a lot of magic damage, which actually makes Seavark's burst kind of worthless, sorta. I think it depends on Elfman's, like, what the cooldown on that trinket is. If that trinket is a 2-minute CD, then it does counter arcane power every single time, which is kind of nuts. That's kind of crazy. Final wreck down. Elfman trying to see if he could waddle over to Seavark. Gotta be the missiles flying. Elfman got himself wings and Seraphim available. Fully had himself a hand of freedom. Looks like Seavark is gonna go for an invis. Poly onto Elfman. That is gonna be adaptation. Maybe Seavark this way gets locked down. Gonna be a stun as he tries to go for an invis. Looks like the damage from Elfman is keeping Seavark out in combat. Seavark still can't get away from him. Elfman got himself full cooldowns already rolling. Gonna be a knockback as he got himself hand of freedom. Seavark got no help whatsoever. I think it still might be in the execute range. I think it still might be big hammers out of Elfman. He does get the judgments in for sure. I think he's just trying to go for the judgments for dispels, but he just gotta line it up and time it at the right time. But it is quite difficult. Missiles flying. Seavark trying to get himself a big setup. Big touch of the magic. Does he get himself the big blaster damage? Elfman just trying to get himself whatever healing he can. It is only 24% damage, so he's doing okay for now. Big barrage out of Seavark. Again, I feel like if it was running Arcane Harmony, he would have been alright. Pinhead, I have no idea what the enchant looks like. Yo, if you got a link for it, or if you got a screenshot for it, link it over in the Discord, man. You're more than welcome to join us. I have a link down below. You can't link anything in YouTube chat, but you can link stuff in Discord. I'm interested what that thing looks like. I kind of like the season 1 one and season 2 2100 enchant. I hope this one is dope. It's probably like similar to the other ones, right? That's probably what it's gonna be, right? Or maybe it's gonna be like glowing. Playing wrong Lego. Oh, you're good. You're fine, Seawork. And Seawork leaves. No! Why you leave? I don't know, damn. That's unfortunate. Well, that's a little unfortunate that after all this... Also, where's Arhi? I just noticed Arhi's gone. Lazy Purr got him some big damage. Big blessing of protection for Elfman. And Lazy Purr trying to go for a Cyclone. At least preventing any kind of healing from Elfman. No adaptation yet. So Lazy Purr looking for a bit of a reset. Man, that is super unfortunate. I feel like you guys should at least finish out the duels, you know what I mean? I feel like you guys should still finish out these duels either way. Big blind into Lazy Purr as Elfman looking for a bit of a reset behind the pillar. Trying to get himself a bit of a reset. Yo, the rest of the team 1 and team 2, you guys are going to have to play the hell out of these duels since we got 2 people leaving. You guys have to put out a hell of a show. Plus, we're probably going to go into really high dampening for this game anyway. Elfman with a shield, it is helping him with a little bit of thorns damage, but the bleeds are just slipping right through him. The shreds and the bites are just chunking him out. Elfman got him so big Seraphim, Barkskin onto Lazy Purr. Maybe that'll be enough for her to take some damage from Elfman. Gonna be the final wreck down. Elfman trying to, but see if you can watch it. Lazy Purr almost gets it right there. Lazy Purr trying to go for as much self-heal as possible. Get himself for Juve, Bear Form, trying to go for Serpent. Whatever healing he got, Lazy Purr just trying desperately to get himself a bit of a reset. Gotta be Athaman now on top of him with big hammers flying down. Wall up for Lazy Purr against it, trying to play it super defensive. Kieran bursts up for him. Gonna be Elfman trying to get it out of it. Let's go. It's gonna be potentially Shield of Vengeance mining to get that shield up and running. Oh, I was thinking Blessing of Protection, but then no, he already used that. Then he buffed it, and I was like, oh, maybe Shield of Vengeance? He was thinking about it. It was about to do it. I think it was like, you know what? I think I'm okay. I think my health is fine. And a big bite out of nowhere. Gonna be another big opener onto the next paladin as Rozlike is just gonna have to find a way to defeat the rest of these boys. As we hit in that 11-minute mark, almost 12 minutes, 40% dampening, big bite out of Lazy. And Rozlike has himself Shield of Vengeance, but it is going to be punctured with the thorns as he's just going to kind of self-inflict the damage onto himself, stun into Lazy as he goes for Barkskin. Does Roz have enough damage here? Got him some wings? Is that going to be enough? Huge burst onto Lazy. Does he get the big proc of Divine Storm? He's looking for it. Going to be a restyle for Lazy. And Roz needs to pick up the eyes or something. Lazy is going to go for a little bit of healing. Does Roz maybe mount up to try to catch up to him? Potentially. Lazy will try to see if he can get himself a reset. Looks like the auto attacks do get him out. I think he almost got the prowl off too. Big Kyrian burst. Roz got himself a Blessing of Protection. That's no Berserk yet. So Lazy, if he can survive until the next Berserk, no Blessing of Protection for this one. If only he can live this. Does he even survive this until then? He's trying to go for as much healing. But this high into dampening. Barely any healing is available. Roz is like just trying to do whatever he can to maybe finish this duel. Lazy trying to survive this. He got only a little bit to go Berserk. It's gonna have a trinket. Main bunch of Roz like still under so much pressure. It's gonna be a Barsky. Needs some recovery. Needs to turn around, get some damage into Roz like. That might be a bubble out of Roz, but at least if Lazy can get a bubble out of his paladin, he can set up the rest of his team for success. It might be possible here, but Lazy Purr could do it. I think it's totally possible, especially if he goes in for the full all-in Kyrian burst. Something gets him out of stealth. I'm not really sure what. That consecration definitely shouldn't have done it. Quick movement to Rozlike. Does he go for big Berserk? He got himself Tiger's Fury. Maybe he's hoping he could just bleed him out and maybe force a bubble without Berserk and then finish him out that way. Oh, those hammers. Those hammers just hurt. So much damage from range, and Lazy has no mana at all. All he can do is just attack the Kevin Slime and maybe get a couple free regrowths off that thing. That's about all he can really do. Try to get himself yet another reset. Consecration almost gets him out. And Rod's got himself a full flesh cut back up and rolling. Bubble's still up. Blessing protection if he needs it in 4 minutes. I think Lazy might just have to force a bubble. Oh, I don't know when he gets him out of stealth like that. Did he come out of stealth just to heal for a bit? He might have. Lazy might just have to go in. There goes the big bleed. Maim onto Rod's like. Does he have a trinket? Bubbles it. At least Lazy Purr set up his team so then when they're fighting Rods, no bubble, no bop. Maybe Lazy can come out of this on top. But Rod has got plenty of damage. Try to see if he can Divine Storm him out. Doesn't get him. And Lazy, I don't know what other healing you got going on here, man. You are Rest of Affinity. This might give you maybe like one last opportunity to recover whatever healing you can. Got using whatever less mana he has in order to catch up. Roz dropping out in consecration. It's really going to come down to Lazy Per using Barkskin and Wall as like a last hurrah. I think he could wait out and try to outlast his duel, but if he gets caught out of stealth, maybe like one of the eyes, he'll be in a terrible position. He just has to go for it, I think. Maybe a big Kyrian burst, get a full bleeds. Looks like he's just going for as much self-healing as possible, trying to be a bit more measured in these duels. Big button to Rods, gonna be a stun. Huge damage out of Rods though, just needs one swing, and Lazy is already in trouble. Definitely needs to pre-wall any of that damage. Has a wall and has a Barskin. Definitely want to. He sat on a wall for maybe a little long there. Rods looking for a bit of that recovery, whatever else he's got going on. Iman Treno is gonna be up next. Treno? Iman. Monty? Yo, I almost want to call him Monty. That would have been an awesome name. But his name is Mon Trenio. I'm gonna try my very best, dude. Iman, I guess? Iman dropping out big grenades there. Was Rod just low on health? Or did that grenade just chunk him out for a lot? Maybe. But Iman is gonna have to go for a long haul. What is that Transmog? You look like a goober. You like got a full Mr. Pandaria set. A blue cape like some superhero. That actually doesn't look bad at all. Gotta be full flesh cup for Rods. And Iman got himself full flesh cup as well. He needs to get this paladin out in the open, get a couple of kill commands, especially if he's running the tier set. He's definitely going to need to go for it, because tier set can give him random procs and resets on the grenades. Huge grenade onto Rods. Oh my goodness, he is playing the tier set. Dude, you see that damage? It just exploded his face. Oh my goodness. Can you do that to Copyfin too? Because he just needs a couple of kill commands. And like he said, he just needs a proc. Copyfin has a flesh cap. That's going to be quite a bit to burn through. Iman might need to pop a defensive here. There goes a turtle just so you can walk out of the static totem. Copyfin turning the attention onto the pet. That pet could die if Iman isn't careful. You better give the pet as much self-killing as possible. Ghost Wars are going to be tearing into that skeletal raptor as well. Iman better get that pet a heal. Trying to keep some dots rolling to Copyfin. There goes the stun. Does he get the big grenades in? He's getting some chunky nades in. Can he get double back-to-back procs of grenades? The nades are doing a bit. I think one of them was a big power grenade. The other was kind of not as empowered. Trying to get whatever healing. Copyfin taking the opportunity to take down the pet. Tricking it out of the freezing trap. And maybe Iman could go for a feign death. He needs to go for a feign death as well as a camo in order to be able to get his pet back up. He doesn't have kill commands while the pet is dead and won't be able to do much. So Copyfin does end up taking him out. Kron is up next. Breath onto Copy, but isn't quite able to set up a proper ring of frost. Copyfin with a flesh cuff, no intro by Kron, but Copy at this 72% dampening. That flesh cuff ain't doing much for ya. Charging in and Ghost Wolf, static totem onto Kron, Sunder just secret in place, maybe a stun totem on top of it, trying to go for ring of frost, get interrupted, can't even go anywhere. So you're just kind of in a tight spot. This Copyfin trying to go for a bit of a, I guess, continuing to keep the pressure rolling on Kron. I was gonna say maybe go for a bit of healing. He is dropping down the healing stream totem, but like a 74% dampening, you ain't healing much. Kron trying to drop down a big meteor. It's gonna be maybe big damage. Ooh, exploding Copyfin. Again, the meteor burst off. Hit him with a big old ring of frost, not letting him go anywhere. Warcraft is gonna be up next. He's playing that survival as well. Dropping in nades, Kron is just gonna die to the dots. Gotta be that cauterize. He could maybe ice block it. I don't really know what he could do. Maybe Kron could go for like a breath onto Var. That's about it. That's all I can think of. Steel trap on one side, or rather tar trap on one side. Grenades is flying at you unless you can catch up to Var. And then maybe with a breath, even if you try to poly, it's gonna be quite tough. Unless you got some burst, you ain't healing. I think the best you could do is maybe force some CDs out of him or something. Yeah, that pet is not gonna give you much of a break. Images are not even gonna help you that much. It's only 20% damage reduced, and you can still die as Var just walks by and just whacks him. Snazzy's the last one left over on the team 2. Trying to see if he can hold the fort versus Var, who barely used any cooldowns, sitting on traps. Not a freezing trap though. Snazzy sapping the pet. Cheap shots Var, not eating a freezing trap. He's gonna have the trinket rolling here as well. Cheap shot into Var as well. Huge explosion. I thought it was gonna be a freezing trap. Snazzy has to go celebrating a little too early, maybe. I like how they're stuck in the animation in the freezing trap, just caught in a loop. Var might have to go for a big defensive here. Quick feint death, and Snazzy getting hit with Death Chakram. He's gonna get him blasted by Death Chakram, but it's not getting him out of stealth. Interrupt on the flesh cap, gonna be kidney shot, and a Var with a trinket, as well as a turtle shell. Snazzy with an evasion. He's doing it okay. He got himself a bit of a sit pick up. He just needs to go for another C change to VAR. This is what VAR needs to find a way to CC Snazzy immediately. Does he have a feign death? Does get a fein death stun. Snazzy trick us out of it. VAR with a grenade. Oh, but I think it's over. That DFA, there's nothing that stops it. That was a nice, classy little finish. A big old DFA zooming in. Not bad, not bad. I like it. I wish you could play super aggro and no one just heals. He's dead. That's all right. That's all good, Seabrack. That's all right, man. Yeah. Don't worry about it, my dude. Don't worry about it. I was wondering, like, are you running the Harmony Lego or running the Execute Lego? Because the Execute Lego is good if you can do enough damage to get him low. But the Harmony Lego, I mean, you said, you know, purges, there's an issue with it. But it's still, like, there's still just quite a bit of damage. If you can line it up, if you can set it up, it is worth it, in my opinion. Or at least I would give it another go. It definitely has potential. It definitely can do a lot with the setup you have. And it's not super difficult to get it off. You just need like a cast, maybe a couple of missiles in order to get the stacks of Arcane Harmony, and then Big Barrage to end it. And if you can do that, that'll work. Apparently did 27k bomb crit. Yeah, I saw. That was kind of funny. Yeah, that tier set is kind of nuts. They fixed it too. That's not even the broken version of the tier set. It is the functional version of the tier set as well. Because they fixed that interaction. It used to be like 50% times 80, 30% damage increase. So it was like multiplicative. Now it just adds up 50 plus 30 to make 80. And even then, that can still hit really, really hard. I'm pretty sure that tier set is going to be played because you're going to play the range build, dotted, chakram, kill commands from range, big grenades, and you're going to be trying to kind of get that set up. Set bonus, yikes, yeah, it's huge. It used to be broken. It used to be harder hitting. It used to be like 47k crits, but now it's like 27, which is more in line. But yeah, it's awesome. I think that tier set, a lot of hunters are going to be using it for PvE and PvP. It seems really good overall. Yeah, I wonder if they'll change any other tier sets, because I feel like the LA Shaman tier set and the Enhanced Shaman tier set are better suited for PvE content. I mean, I guess it could be good for PvP too, right? But I think they're better suited for PvE content, if anything. I think the Unholy DK tier set looks really good, though. Is this man's running it? He is. At least he's running 2-piece, so you can get a more Army of the Ghouls. But I think the 4-piece, your minions do 5% more damage. That's really strong by itself. And if you get a Soul Reaper bonus from 4-piece, from 2-piece rather, I think the 20% damage increase instead of 5%, like 15% on top of that 5%, I think that'll be worth. There's some really good tier sets, man. Feral Druid's got a really good one. Boomy got a pretty good one too. Enhanced technically got a better one for sustained damage, which is going to be more survivability. Demon Hunter's got a better one for damage and cooldowns, which is going to be good. I wonder if like LA Shaman, is that actually going to be worth? Because that elemental lasting longer, I guess that's good. I guess that ain't bad. Alright, gang. We're going to call it here. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you guys for coming by. This was a really fun experience for 5v5 1v1 Duels. Boys, do you think Necrolord will be good for Sin, Rogue, or Venthyr will be better? I think if you're looking for like PvE content, Necrolord extra bone spike doesn't offer that much in gameplay. It feels really good to play. It feels pretty easy. It lets you manage your dots and get your burst to be a little bit more consistent because of all the extra comp points you generate. So it's a quality of life playstyle, and I recommend it if you're a new player. Start with Necrolord. It's gonna feel really good to play. But at some point, checking out Venthyr, especially for patch 9.2, might be the more optimal play. I saw in early sims that Nightfall was going to be pretty okay, and Necrolord was going to be okay too, because that is a bleed, and Nightfall is the poison effect with sepsis, and that's sort of with the 2-piece set bonus. But I think you're going to end up playing Venthyr at the moment. Yeah, that seems to be the strongest choice, at least for single target. But if you're doing like Mythic Pluses and AoE, I think Necrolord will be pretty good for both. I think Venthyr will be okay for both. I'm hoping Nightfall will be a little stronger, because Nightfall has been one of the weaker covenants for quite a while now for rogues. Like, it's doable, but it's not optimal. And now that we're getting double Lego functionality, like that one has an interesting one. It's just, it needs something extra. It needs something more. Something a bit more. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, my man? Think about playing Red for patch 9.2. Do you think it was going to be a S tier or A tier? Or should I play something else? Like for raiding PvP or what? PvP, I think is going to be great for it. PvP is going to be fantastic. S tier, it's been pretty S tier for some players, in some players' eyes for a while. I don't know about S tier, but it's definitely A tier, at least. It's a strong spec for PvP. Paladin for dungeons should improve, but no guarantee. It should improve in AoE with double Legos, but no guarantee. Because the biggest problem is sustained damage. If they could fix the tier set would be a make it or break it experience right now, Ryan. If they keep the tier set as is, but fix the bugs, I don't think it'll be enough. If they change the tier set to give them more sustained damage, which is what they're missing, it will be. Because Paladins are not terrible. They're just very wings oriented. Like inside of wings, that's where a majority of the damage happens. But outside of wings, they don't really do much. Which is something that Blizzard needs to work on in the future. I don't really know what direction they want to take the tier set into. But yeah, it's... hopefully they'll figure it out, you know? Hopefully they'll figure all that out. But for the time being, yeah. For now, we just don't really know, right? It'll be for PvP. Yeah, it'll be at least A tier for PvP. Double Legos are going to be really good for them. Even if you don't use the tier set, you'll still be really strong. Right now, it has a really good potential. Like, it's really good performance in PTR. They might nerf him a little bit or tune him, buff or nerf. Let's just go with tune because we don't know if they'll buff or nerf him. Maybe they'll need some buffing, but right now they seem really a lot stronger than some of the other classes out there. But yeah, we'll just have to pay attention and wait and see. Thank you boys so much for going by. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys Monday. Tomorrow is Sunday. It is my day off, so we'll be taking the day off like normal. Definitely will be taking a day off in order to get sleep and get some work done. Thank you all. You guys are super fun to hang out with. I appreciate everybody who joined us in PTR duels. Next week will be normal duels. We'll be hosting duels for EU region and hosting duels for the NA region. Unless we get some crazy big update on PTR and everybody's like, yo, let's hop on that PTR. Then I think we'll just be doing some more live duels on live servers and waiting for patch 9.2 and more updates. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Super fun hanging out with all of you. And I'll see you boys all in the next stream arena. Alrighty, boys. See you Monday. Peace.